All right, hello guys. It is me, Urasawa, and I am here with Chief, Ampy, and Semi, and we are gonna do the 4-digit World Cup 2024 prediction stream. Welcome, guys.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
All
gonna be
right.
pretty sick. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. We're gonna go over every single team, every single roster, and are gonna decide which place they're gonna get in this tournament. And we are also going to talk about, well, there's also going to be like a combined one where we are just going to combine everyone's results, and that's
Gonna
it.
do that as we go or at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's get started with the
There's-
first team.
What's happening?
I'm not sure.
Just chilling. Alright.
Yeah, the first team is going to be Argentina. And this one is Kagami, Alex Quito, Amuro, Mazda Engine. That is a crazy name. Julian Kala, Kaoshi, Slowburn, and Michio by like. And yeah, this team, what do you guys think about this Argentina team?
Argentina, there's a few people that I recognize in this team that I've also teamed with before, mainly Kagami and Amuro. I'm also, of course, very familiar with Julian Kala, very good hard rock specialist player focusing on the aim.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I mean, that's a good point. I think it looks like to me they have pretty good hard rock roster, especially like Amro definitely specializes.
Yeah,
in
I think like Amuro, Julian Kala, Kagami, I think is also decent at hard rock, if I recall correctly. I don't really know too much about Mazda Engine or Vichio by like. I do know that Alex Quito is like a tapping speed player. Pretty good at DT all around tapping. And yeah, Julian Kala is a really old player. He's like been around since 2020. I think he also played 4WC 2020 or 2019 even. Yeah, that guy is definitely gonna bring a lot of experience into this team. And I would say personally that this team qualifies.
Yeah, I think
They
that this team's
qualify
pretty
pretty
good.
easily. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they probably qualify for now. I might move them down later. But people have already said it. These guys have a lot of really good players. I think specifically recently I've been seeing Kagami play really well in tournament.
Yeah.
And people obviously gonna be familiar with Amiro, Julian, Kala, Sloba, and Kaushi because these guys have been in the tournament scene for a long time. So I think qualifying is pretty easy for them. Doing anything higher is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I could see some early staging, especially on the consistency side for some of these players, treat them really well. So it could be definitely higher.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players, like there are some people that have quite a bit of experience overall, like Kagami, Amuro, Julian Kala, Koshi, somewhat in Slowburn. I've also seen a couple of times. But aside from that, I haven't really seen any of the other players really perform on like those 4 digits, 1k plus, 5k plus tournaments. So they definitely have to pull their weight. But I think this team is good enough overall to get at least a qualifying seat and maybe even win a match. And yeah, we are gonna move on to the next team then, which is gonna be Austria. And this team consists of Aoi, Desho, Tuffy, Neon, Rixope, Gatze, Punchabi Gaming, and Toketsu. And yeah, this team is interesting. I think I recall that Austria was a decent team overall a couple of years ago with a lot of players like Nuharu, Tuffy, and a couple of others that have been decent all-around 1k plus tournaments, but aside from Tuffy, none of these players have been around anymore, so this team is very fresh.
I agree. This is a massive roster change. Austria in general, just kind of swapping out a lot of players as time passes. I'm familiar with a few people. I've seen their names, Toketsu and Aoi in a few like lower ranked tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no Tepi, there's no Farmus, there's no Elskar, there's no Nuharu, so that is a big change. A lot of players from like lower digit tournaments, like 5 digits and 5k plus tournaments, have been in this roster this year. And they definitely have to step up their game in this caliber of a tournament if they want to qualify.
Yeah, we'll see. People already said it. Yeah, missing a lot of their key players from previous years, previous World Cup rosters as well. So it's gonna be really difficult to see if they qualify. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very familiar with a lot of these names, but I do think, judging from what I've heard, these guys definitely still have a chance. But I'll put them in do not qualify for now because I need to see what the other rosters look like still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'd
is
agree
going to
with
be
that.
the same with me.
Yeah, I'm with you guys as well.
Just don't really see them qualifying right now because of how packed the lower stages or lower seeds of the tournament is. There are like so many other teams that have like at least 1 or 2 good carry players that can just single-handedly get them to qualify, but I don't really see that in this Austria team, sadly. So I think it's going to be close, but maybe not enough to qualify.
I can check what the map pool is right now, actually. Qualifiers is 7.0 stars.
7.1 stars, 7.1. So slightly harder
it's
than
like
last year
it's like
by
a
0.2.
7.1 to 2 form.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely be pretty hard.
And that's going to be it for Austria. And we're going to move on to the next team. And this one is going to be Australia.
I mean, right off the bat, I think you'd recognize that they have a very solid gimmick
Yeah.
roster. Especially
This
you look
team-
at someone like Extremities, who's like probably one of the best players in the rank range for Loyar. And then also JGLF, who specializes in it. Bromoth, I don't exactly know how to say that, but has some pretty cool easy plays. So you're definitely gonna take very good advantage of that.
Yeah, the aforementioned Bromoth player is actually also previously known as Raytak or Reading Abuser. Well, you can guess from the name that that guy can read.
Yeah.
Paired with JGLF Extremities, this is a hidden and gimmick roster you absolutely need to watch out for, and I believe that Australia is a very strong team this year.
We haven't even mentioned the elephant in the room yet, just O/, who is literally playing for OWC Australia. So yeah, very good all-rounder.
I mean, yeah, JJLF as well. So both of them have been in this year's or last year's OWC.
Yeah.
And I think this team, like O/, JJL, Extremities, Raytak, Delcharen, like those 5 at least are really, really good for this tournament, I think. And the other 3 with Pallor, Dump, Andy, and Sapphire, I haven't really seen them around, but I'm pretty sure if they are on this roster, they are going to be decent enough to get them pretty far and get some good scores all around.
Yeah, I completely agree. People have already mentioned like the gimmick side of roster is really strong, but all these players can play mechanics as well. Like JJF is still really strong as hidden, and Extremities can play most like nomad stuff from what I could tell. But when you have players like O/ and I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong, but Delkaran, these guys pretty much play every single map. I'd be surprised to see O/ not in for something that's under 7.2 stars because he can just play it all. These guys are gonna be sitting solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them at 8 for now. I think top 8's pretty easily doable for these guys. Anything higher is gonna be really challenging because the rosters just get like skyrocketed in strength afterwards. So we'll see.
Yeah, I personally put them. I personally think I would take them to be so far top 16, but there is definitely room for potential to get into top 8. They definitely have what it takes.
I'm with Razon on this one actually. I also believe that I'm gonna put them down in the top 16, though I do think that they're gonna make top 12 or top 9 maybe. Yeah, top 10 I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I have some specific teams in mind that are going to be pretty tough to beat for top 8. So for now, I'll say tier.
Yeah, and this means that we are gonna get them to at least for B rank so far. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next team, which is gonna be Belgium. And this team is consisting of Henori, Loriax, Mornis, Mersu, 5Yoshi, Weas, F-Plate, and Vinny. And yeah, those names, like half of this team has been around since the dawn of time. Like, damn. This team does not change at all.
Yeah, a lot of old names here. We of course got the #1 Belgium representative, Hanori, as the captain. And I've also had a lot of tournament-related experiences with Mirsu, 5Yoshi, and Mornis. Especially Mornis, you need to watch out for. That guy, he's on the uprise. He's a really, really strong mechanics player. Plays speed really well, can aim. I think people are going to be underestimating him a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really good compliment to players like Hanori and Joshi, who can play most things except kind of weaker on the tapping. So yeah, rounds out the roster pretty well.
The other players in Loriax, Uaz, and Vinny, these guys are all really strong players as well. I think Vinny will have a pretty large role in this team, as he, what I remember from the Belgian Cups that they played, definitely a really good field player. I feel like this roster really strives on focusing on having Hanori and Mornis as your two most consistent players. Mornis will pretty much play everything, Hanori the same, and 5Yoshi's very strong on the maps that he does play, so mainly hidden or out tech and that type of stuff. And then you have, you know, players like Loriax mechanics, you have F-Blade also mechanics. Like you have like so much power in the other players that it makes this roster really strong.
Yeah, I think the only issue with this team overall is that a lot of these players are not really too consistent, too amazing on like super high SR pools. And yeah, this tournament is gonna be exactly that, so it's gonna be quite difficult for them to get further. Belgium, I don't really know. This one is hard.
I mean, to be fair, if you're talking about like top 16-ish range, then the star rating will not be like astronomical still. So I don't know how much of a problem it would be.
Yeah. We'll see. I think that this roster is just gonna have to. I'm very confident they can do well on lower star, but anything past 7 stars, and I think that a lot of players do lose a lot of their power, and it's really just up to the star names afterwards. But we'll see.
Yeah. I would say that this team does qualify and maybe win a match or two. I don't really see too much going for them.
I think they're gonna
Like
make
I have
top 24.
confidence they'd win at least one, so I'll go see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with MP.
So we are gonna take them to C tier here. And moving on to the next team, which is gonna be a interesting one. Brazil. Gonna be consisting of the fonts, the Mani, the fonts, not the real the fonts. Kagiura, Liramin, Revokin, Lineo, A Prodi, Raphael, XDP, and Ichirot. And yeah, this team definitely did change quite a bit again, definitely. Compared to last year. There is no subs, I think, played last year. There is also no Checha, which also
Dada.
decent.
Oh yeah,
No
Dada.
Dada.
easy map
So
pulling,
sad.
unlucky.
So sad.
Man, I'm missing him. But yeah,
It's a really pretty good roster. This is kind of like new age Brazil, which is really cool because, you know, previously they relied a lot on their really star players, namely like Zubs, the Fawns as well. There's some other guys I'm forgetting. X Kirito, that is true.
X Kirito, like
X Kirito
infamous.
is not playing as well. So, that being said, these players are really good. Specifically, I think there's one player that stands out to a lot of people, but Main or the Fawns has been playing tournaments very well recently. Pretty much almost a star player in the rank range, so he's going to have a lot of work to do on this back. And a lot of these guys do actually play a lot of tournaments, like Liramin, Lineu. You can see Revokin as well, I'm pretty sure. So these guys are all pretty familiar with tournaments. I think the roster is pretty good.
yeah, definitely. I think they are going to be pretty decent all around. They are indeed missing Excurito, who was, I think, like top 5 individual last year in terms of qualifiers. So he was pulling a lot of weight for them, and he is just gone this year. So yeah, that is unfortunate for them. But they do have a way stronger Maney now, who can hopefully fill that gap. And yeah, Brazil is definitely going to be a decent team. I think they have a chance to get top 16, but for now I would put them into top 24 C tier.
I personally agree. I think Brazil's going to make top 24, but I don't think it's enough for top 16.
I think I'll go agree with the majority opinion. Go.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Now we are gonna move on to the next team again, which is gonna be Belarus. Team consisting of Cortez R and Mir Chao, I guess. And wait, let me pull up if there is anything that I'm mispronouncing for this one, for this team. There is none, it seems like. So yeah. Afenu, low pitch, Nuwo. That is Russian. I Tepe 60 HP KA. I don't know. Yuka. And
the name I would recognize off the bat is Cortez R, because I know he's been in the tourney scene for quite a long time. I believe he's like pretty decent at most skill sets.
Yeah. There's also Yuka, who is like okay at Hard Rock. As I just played against him like a couple hours ago. He was okay at Hard Rock. Cortez was also decent at that in that match, so I think those two are like decent. The other ones, I'm not really too familiar with overall in any tournament I've played in or seen them play in. So I don't.
Fairly sure it's some of the rosters like first tournament actually, which is kind of exciting to see to like get more people into the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the lack of experience is probably not going to do too many favors for performance. So
Yeah, Nuwo was.
I probably have to go DQ angle, but
yeah, Nuwo was the captain last year and he is there for this year. But aside from that, not a single player has remained from 2023. So yeah, they have been going through a complete change for this one.
What do these guys do? I don't have enough information on them name value wise, but it could always be a what's it called, Kazakhstan angle where they just qualify off of like a crazy qualifiers performance. So we'll see.
Yeah, this could happen, but as of right now, I think there are definitely some other countries right now. But I mean, we might change a few things overall at the end, so maybe they can go up. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like it. And we are going to move on to the first very large team now. A lot of teams now coming are pretty good. We are going to move on to the Chief country, Canada.
Oh.
And Chief.
It's Justin Bieber country.
Justin Bieber country. Let's go.
So, if you guys don't know, actually, people probably don't know, but I'm not even in my my home state. Like I'm actually in Ontario right now with a lot of other Canadians. I have a team representative beside me. Is Jimmy with Jamara. So he's actually been sitting beside me the entire time.
Yeah.
We're chilling. Dio will be here later. Well, he's sleeping still because last night was actually a movie. I'm not gonna lie. Last night might have been a movie. I might have not woken up for this podcast in time. But let's do a quick glaze for these teams. This is half the roster last year and half a new roster of some familiar names. Last year we only had 3 players from this roster play, being Yip, Cut Paper, and Tan. I'm not even gonna deep down into these guys because you guys already know Franklin. You guys already know Yip as well, and Tan. All these guys play really strong players. Obviously Jimmy, Dark Karate, and Rylan and Nana were gonna be coming back from previous rosters, which is really cool to see. Everyone knows Jimmy. Most people probably know Karate at this point. Really good aim, alt tech player, and most people I would be surprised if you don't know Violent. It's a hard rock Canadian player. The last 2 people obviously are gonna be what people are really excited about. One is Birchman, really good 5-digit originally player, almost carried Canada to a badge. He can just play open rank for fun. Like this is another stepping stone for him. Like we'll see him OWC later, but it doesn't matter. And then Zucchini is like the wild card. I'm not gonna even like talk about him because I'm not letting you guys know about him. So like somebody else can say something.
Yeah, Zucchini, crazy guy. Honestly, I've just recently heard about him, and this guy is crazy. This guy is really good. I think you've already covered like most of it. Like the two players that have been somewhat new in this rank range, or at least new to tournament with Zucchini and Birchman, this is not gonna be like they are not gonna have any troubles like adapting to this level. They're probably both gonna be really good. There was a recent American tournament where Birchman and Zucchini were just really good overall. They were completely able to just keep up with everyone else in Canada and also America in itself. So those two players really good, and I mean the rest is also Nanawo, Dakarati, and Jimmy, Cut Paper, Yip. Like this team is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add. Canada, without Eddie, Divine Rose, Flat Paper, and Gore from last year, still managing to get a roster as spectacular as this one is honestly just very impressive. These names are very recognizable, especially even outside of rank restricted tournaments. And I do think that Canada is going to be putting on a massive show for us in this year's iteration. So, in my opinion, they do get at least a second place.
Yeah, this team is absolutely phenomenal, honestly. It is like crazy. Really, I think this is like even an improvement compared to last year. And last year they were already really good. A lot of these players popped off really good. And yeah, this is gonna be cool. Very cool to watch them. So, what does MP think about?
I think you've covered most of the bases. Although I will say I would be a little concerned on like really high starting speed, but on everything else I think they'll be fine.
Oh.
We
don't gotta pour that. We don't gotta pour that
You
at
can
all.
make me on this if you want, but
Damn! I mean, I do kind of understand MP though, but I think this is like problems for grand finals, and grand finals achieving that is already good. So they have to worry about that when they get there. But I think everyone here is very certain that they have all the right tools to make exactly that placement at least. But yeah, Canada, first S tier team in this tier. And we are going to move on to another really good team, which is going to be Chile. This team consisting of Sivs, Sir Captain, JUFD, 6 Nusu, Hancho, number 37, Rinyaki, Choc Gamer, and Hellbeak. And yeah, this team, I think everyone here is familiar with every single player here. Sivs recently got into 4 digits, I think he was 5 digits before. JUFD played 3WC, did decently, and now he's playing 4WC. I think this guy is going to be good. Nusu, definitely, like, Nusu is amazing. He is one of the best technical gimmick players in this rank range. And he was also putting on a show on a recent technical tournament in
Simba Cup.
form of Simba Cup. Like, that guy popped off on everything that is not tapping, and he has good tapping. Like, this guy can just play everything up to, like, semis, I think. And Pancho, really good mechanics player overall, definitely on hard rock as well. Number 37 is just a cheat code on hidden. Like, this guy is... He's just gonna go into every hidden map, hidden on free mods, and he's just gonna roll them. Rinyaki, definitely a wild card in this team, at least. I'm not really too familiar with him, but he is decent from the tournaments that I've seen him in. Choc Gamer didn't play last year because of a certain incident, if I recall correctly. This year he's gonna be here, and this guy is crazy. This guy is also really good. Hellbeak, also decent tapping player, if I recall correctly. So yeah, this team is good. This team is really good.
Quite well-rounded roster, but I imagine they're gonna definitely be leaning into a lot of hidden, especially because of like, I don't know, 37 and Nusu. But yeah, I mean, you've covered all the players. They are quite solid. I wouldn't.
I don't really have much to add. I do think Chile, in similar fashion to Canada, though, managing to still put up a great roster even after losing some of their most important players in the form of Yunha, Gonza, and TFG. Getting Nusu as a replacement is a massive, massive benefit for Chile. That guy is absolutely OP. In my opinion, their best player, plays absolutely everything from speed to aim to control to low AR, even including like easy hit and stuff like that. He is absolutely gonna run over this tournament.
Yeah. Nusu did team
also-
play last year, but he wasn't as good as he is this year, like for sure.
No, oh wait,
Yeah.
no, he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Last
yeah,
year?
missing from last year, Yunha, Willow, TFGE, and Gonza. Like, with those 4 players, this team would have been even more crazy. Like, I'm gonna be real, but this team is still really good.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I think that the top 6 performance last year is probably achievable again, but it's hard for me to put anything higher. I feel like top 6 with players already like Gonza and Yunha, and TFG obviously makes it really difficult to justify them getting top 3 without them. I'm going to leave them in A tier for now as top 8 or top 6.
Yeah.
Because I think there is one more team or 2 more teams that will go above.
All right, so this is a A-tier angle, and we're gonna move on to the next team, which is gonna be China, and this is a lot of numbers. Yeah. So it is David Q2, or also known as LOL235. Then it's C9808389828. And then Wagon, also known as Jack Wang, Decent, Survivor X4, JJ98, and a lot of numbers as well. CRZ, XZ1Z1, and Maki. Yeah, this team has a lot of numbers, and like all of them are really good. Like Decent, that guy is ancient.
I cannot believe I'm seeing Disan play 4WC. It's 2024, guys.
Last I saw him was WC 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I think that this roster is really good. Specifically, the only concern I have is that all these guys are not really proven in tournament yet, but a lot of them are. So it's gonna be interesting to see how some players develop. Obviously, biggest names here are gonna be David Q. This guy's been playing tournaments since the dawn of time now. At this point,
Yeah.
really good. And people probably still know about like Jack Wang, obviously, or Dwagon, really good Chinese speed player. And as well as Z Numbers, who has been performing really well in community tournament. Same with Mackie, although Mackie's been taking a break recently, so it's cool to see him play because I don't think he played last year. Well, at least I don't think he made the team, so it's interesting to see him come back. And you have your solo players, your new blood. You have Survivor X4, who's a really good leaderboard player, and you have D-Sun, who also has been playing solo for a lot recently. And obviously, lastly, players, you have JJ, who I think is a very good 5K player from what I remember. Really good at. He's always on these like kind of like D-ranker teams for Chinese tournaments that I always look at. So really cool to see him here. I don't really have enough information on the last player, but hopefully somebody else does. But this roster is really good.
Yeah. Of course, watching Desun play, like, I think that's going to be exciting. I've seen him on a lot of leaderboards, even tournament maps on leaderboards. Like, he is pretty well-rounded, and he's also decent at like 7-star-esque tournament maps. So let's hope he can play well. I hope scheduling is also going to be fine. Wagon is still in Germany, and I hope he's going to be home most of the time. Yeah. Good. We're going to move on to the next. Oh.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think they have super formidable mechanics roster in particular. Like Z Numbers, Dragon, David Koo. Yeah, I'd be very scared of them on that in particular.
Yeah.
So I think Ampy is missing with his. Okay.
Oh.
And we are going to move on to the next team now, which is going to be Colombia. And this team consisting of Cardasflow, Gould, Okinari, Ifir, Alto Hongo. Did I pronounce that right? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay. And Schwartz, Bell, and Bai Jong Hyun. A crazy name. And yeah, this Colombia team, I think, has had a big change compared to last year. A lot of new names and also a few recent names like Cardasflow, obviously. Really good overall player. who's gonna put on quite a show for this team, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Again, the same situation as previous. This is like one player that's like really well known, and I'm not really familiar with the other Colombian players. I think that they can qualify, but I'm gonna have them DNQ for now.
I think
I agree.
I would agree with that, yeah. And that was pretty fast for this one, and we're gonna move on to the next one immediately, which is gonna be the Czech Republic, also known as Cheshire. And this team is consisting of Saploing, Fiskill, Bryax, Domas, Yasuo Main, Umatsta, Synth, and Adam Katilac. I just butchered the name so hard. I'm sorry, my bad.
Unlucky.
Yeah, this team, obviously a few recent players, Saploing, Umatsta, who have been decent around. I think Saploing is like a really, really old player, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he's been here for a long time now.
Yeah. The other ones I'm not too familiar with, honestly.
Yeah, it's a pretty big revamp because they're missing a ton of the original really strong 4WC players that made this roster really scary.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bloodbursting was probably the head front of it, but players like MMBVCXY, like Steam Gift Card, that guy was sick. And
Steam Gift Card.
hey, Steam Gift Card was broken. Don't get me twisted. He's actually sick. And then what's his name? Nitro M.
Shutterstock?
Shut it. Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that,
there was
that
also
guy's banned.
Shutterstock.
That guy's different. That guy's
But he's-
different.
Yeah.
he's been bad for a
Yeah.
while now. But yeah, Shutterstock, Nitro M, and obviously even you want to consider him, Pogged CZ or Neshpi. Vasa just doesn't have like nearly the strength that I would see a qualifying team have. So I'd probably put them DNQ for now.
Yeah, same with me.
Yep.
I personally agree with what you guys are saying. Unfortunately, just a few of those core players missing. And yeah, we don't talk about Shutterstock, but that guy, I believe, I've actually found out like a bit of like what happened, but whatever.
Yeah, it is wild. We are moving on to the next team really quickly then, and it's gonna be the country, Germany.
The country of all time.
Deutschland. Okay. Yeah, this team consisting of iFakers, Dash, Lion, Blood, Deutschland, TH1, also known as TH1, I guess, J, Stanfularia, Shiragi, Hixia, and Kicho. And yeah, this team is entirely different. Not a single player from last year's team. No Kokona, no Rundi, no Semi, no me, no Cyfrost, no Shiox, no Ahov, no Vid, just no one. All fresh, except for Blood, who did play 2022. Did pretty well there as well, but the other 7 players are pretty new.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
especially you and me, we can talk a lot about all of these people.
Yeah,
Germany in completely new clothing here, lots of new players. Some of them also very experienced in rank restricted tournaments, looking at iFakers and Bladdy. Those are very prominent within those rank ranges, their respective rank ranges. And a few new upcoming players that I personally have a lot of hope in, mainly Lion and JSFA. I believe this, this new roster really does Germany a lot. This new roster really does Germany a lot of good, and I'm very interested in seeing how they are gonna play and advance.
yeah. Definitely Lion. That guy is crazy. I am looking forward to this guy so much in this tournament. And yeah, TH1 also. That guy is just the GOAT. He's the best player in the game, I think. No, just kidding, but he is really good as well. If he's not rusty. Guy is he is interesting. Yeah, Hixia also a very, very old player. His name was recently Hikaru. And this guy was around, I think he got his first batch like 6 or 7 years ago. I think it's time for a new one for this guy. But yeah, this team, pretty decent. 2 players from 5WC A team with Jay and TH1. Let's hope that they can adapt really well to this stage, but I think I have decent hopes for this team, honestly.
I agree.
Yep.
For me, it's like a top 16 angle.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna change my rating later. because I need to see strength of the other teams. So I'll have them qualify for sure, and I can see probably top 24. Again, this is a lot of unproven talent in like higher SR pools. I know these guys are really good on lower SR, but I want to see them pass like a 7.2 star pool. So we'll see.
All right.
I mean, I think they have enough diversity of skill set and players to at least get a win on the board. So I'll have them at top 24.
All right. We are going to
Actually,
move on to.
I agree about winning the board.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay, and we are going to move on to the next team, which is going to be Denmark.
Oh.
Okay, we are going to start with Polly, Catburger. I mean, the obvious two amazing tournament players. Like, those two are just crazy. The Beast Jonah, Xbox Dog, that is a goated username, also known as Mahisuru, Jesus, Malach, Vandabe, and Red Sea. Like, pretty familiar names if you're around the tournament scene in 1K plus.
Yeah.
I think a little bit worse compared to the last years, especially 2022 and 2021. But Ole and Catburger are still remaining. There is a new player somewhat who didn't play last year in Mahisuru, who is pretty decent as well. Cesus, always around here. Red Sea always around here as well. The GOATs. Yeah, this team is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, I think at the peak power, this team is crazy good, but I need to really see. I haven't seen a lot of these guys in the tournaments for a long time. What I do know is that Denmark is really tight as a community, so I feel like if these guys are invested in the tournament, it's an easy top, like at least 1 or 2 wins. Off the back of Pole and Catburger alone, these guys are probably 2 of the strongest players at their peak in this rank range by far. So it just really depends on how invested they are in this tournament, I think.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I also think Xbox Stock or Maisuru is going to be performing really well. In general, score farmers and like leaderboard farm players, they are proficient in a lot of skill sets and are very viable for tournament play. And Maisuru is definitely one of those. So those 3 has a really solid core. Going to be taking them, in my opinion, to the top 24 placements.
Yeah. I think Ampy is okay.
Yeah.
Sounds just about right to me.
Ampy is not one
Wait.
out here. Just kidding.
Sorry.
All right, we are gonna move on to the next team, which is gonna be Estonia.
I think
And this
right off the
one-
bat, most tourney players would recognize Ansem. So really good
Yeah.
on like hidden, like more like flow oriented stuff. But I don't think the rest of them are all that active. Especially Riot, I kind of know more as a mapper, to be honest.
Yeah. This team very small, only 5 players, so it's gonna be really difficult to qualify. Just, I mean, Ansente definitely a decent player. I think Riot is okay as well from what I've seen. I think Delay is also alright, but I think with 5 players, especially if you don't have like a demon tournament player anymore. Ansente was that in 2020, but not really as active as he was in the past. So this one is very much a do not qualify angle for me.
Yeah, he's gonna need like a top 10 performance, top 10 player performance at least to even give them a chance of qualifying.
Yeah.
With 5 players, so it's a lot is on his shoulders.
So,
I think at this prime he could do it low key, but I have no idea how much he's been playing.
yeah. All right, we are gonna move on. Oh,
Sick. No, that's all good.
all right, we are gonna move on to Spain now, and this team is definitely a crazy team here. Gonna be Manolo. I have no idea. Escrupulilo, I guess. Mayan Jabawe, Enharmonia, Radio, WND, Berichu, Damn Daniel, and Narito XX. No Antonio.
It's
my bad.
Escobar.
Yeah, that's really unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a hot take, but I feel like it's gonna be really difficult for these guys. I'm probably actually gonna put them DNQ for now, but like I feel like the problem is that without Antonio, I don't know how much the team is actually gonna try. I know some people just didn't even want to play after he didn't make it on the team from what I was reading context clues. So it's going to be interesting. I think these guys can qualify. They have the players to do so, but it just depends on the performance state and how much they actually want to play.
Yeah, I can see that honestly. It's really sad that he is not there in terms of Antonio, but I do think it might still be enough to qualify if they try, but it's gonna be a wild card for Spain. I mean, they do have decent players like Enarmonia, Berichu, Dam Daniel, Manolo. They are decent, so they could still make it, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Potential motivation issue aside, I mean, I think raw skill, I feel like they still will qualify, so I think I'll go for that.
I'm also a believer. I believe in Spain qualifying. Missing Antonio is very tragic, but
yeah,
I don't think it's going to stop them from qualifying at least.
We are going to move on to the next team, and this one, crazy team, Finland. So yeah, this team, Amacetic, Sampo, also known as Ataraxia, Nimq, Tableti, Kalanlu, Mew, Yupiep, and Api, Sedo. Yeah.
Finland.
Pretty familiar names, Finland.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it to say? Biggest two names, obviously, striking the eye immediately. Their captain, Amacetic. I mean, this guy, where do I even begin? Even
he's the guy you never
levels,
want to play speed against in 4-digit ever,
yeah,
no matter who you are.
In any tournament ever, to be honest. This guy can compete in open rank on speed, is absolutely amazing at it. Also very proficient at pretty much almost every other skill set aside from like raw aim maps.
But even then,
Sampo, amazing hit 'em player, and also just a great duo together with Amacetic and Tableti for Finland in terms of hidden. Of course, you got Kalanu as well as the reading player. I think this roster looks really nice. I think Finland is gonna make it relatively far.
where's Neff?
They don't have that.
Where's Neff? They are not playing like a Neff. So this is quite unfortunate. I mean, they are missing Sepe, one of their core players from last year. Incredible player, but he sadly didn't make it. I mean, he is like rank 800 now. That guy did not want to be in the rank range anymore. But I think Ama, Sampo, Kalamu, somewhat Tableti on like reading. It's gonna be decent. They also have a decent tapping team with Amamiu, somewhat Nimq. He improved a lot. Precision also decent, I think. Like this team definitely has what it takes to, I would say, get top 16.
Yeah, I agree. I think that with Zeppy, I actually put them A tier, but I'm gonna put them B tier for now. I also do think that besides obviously the name value, I think people already know Yuyap, but Yup is really good as well. So at his prime, this guy's crazy. So I'm excited to see how he does.
All right, so we are going to move on to the next F team now, which is going to be France. This team, Fiai, Charlie, Kalangi, Lexo, Artur, Ice, JD, Qmania, and Biroche. And yeah. This team, 8 players that are relatively known, especially Fiai, Charlie, and Kalangi, as well as Lexo and Mice, JD. This team is really good. Maybe not Seed 1 potential like last year, but they are missing Vroom, they are missing Hifkill, they are missing Sukie. Like those 3 pretty good players that would have elevated this team like even further ahead. But the addition of Fiai, one of the best 1k plus players at the moment, Mice JD really good at 5-digit and 5k plus tournaments. I think he's not gonna have any trouble adapting to this level. Biroche looks like a decent tapping player. So I think this team, they are definitely going to do well.
Yeah. I have it in top 8 for now. I think that it's kind of crazy how France just spawns a random 4-digit D-ranker every year for fun. This year being Fie, who played really well. I mean, last 2 years it was like Charlie Lee and Sukiye and Kalani. and of course we had Vroom in the past. But I don't know. These guys are really strong. I think people have already, yeah, you commented on Mize JD, who's really good. This guy can play like highest side. Like he's pretty much like one of the best 5K players from what I could tell. Or 5-digit players in fact actually. And you have your older players like Lex Knox that really, this guy's been playing tournaments since the age of time, and
Yeah.
he's sick. So like, I think these guys are an easy top 8 for me. Could be definitely top 6 with a little bit of bracket luck, and
Yeah.
we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I agree with
Oh.
top 8.
Should wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna move on to we're gonna move on to the United Kingdom now, and this team: 4WC, Skia, Cheeto, Polsky 1, Matt, Sinkyu, Velcro Shoes, and NeoPixel 201. Damn, that was quick, Jeff.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm familiar with this team. I definitely feel like they are qualified. They're definitely missing a lot of their original 4-digit power. No Hunt, no Karantina, no Ophis technically, but it's not like that guy would have counted anyways, I think, this year, because
Yeah.
we're not doing
Yeah,
flag
flag
No
combinations.
Doomsday.
Oh yeah, no Doomsday, yeah. Sure. They definitely
bottom-
still have really good players though. People are really familiar in 4-digit with 4F, with Mappool and D2. These guys have been playing tournaments for a long time, and they've improved actually tremendously, both of them. And obviously you have your 5-digit players in Polsky 1, who has been known for being able to play flow really well at his rank range, and definitely 4-digit. Like, Ivan, this guy climbed like 9,000 ranks in the last like couple of months. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but he's crazy good. And same with Sync HD, I think people have also been vouching for him a lot. So I think these guys easily qualified, could easily top 24 as well off of a single win.
Yeah, I think the player to watch out for this team, next to the other two with Sync and Polsky 1, is also Skiatso. Like that guy kind of just spawned, and he's been pretty good. Like overall, he has like a really decent like all-around skill set. He's good at tapping. He's good at hitting, somewhat at least. So I think he can potentially pull this team to at least one win. That's why I would say that this team is a top 24 candidate.
I have them at top 32. I'm also very sad about the fact that Luminous Sentinel is not playing from last year. That guy's really good. Very skilled hidden player. Unfortunately, not going to be playing this year. I've also seen Skiatso in a few recent tournaments, and I do believe that he's going to be doing relatively well together with Fluffy, Polsky, and Matt, that I'm also very familiar with.
Yeah,
Skiatso rising star for sure. I mean, I saw him
Yeah.
play pretty well in the tourney I hosted actually. So
Yeah.
and I saw firsthand.
Yeah, this guy is definitely has a lot of potential. We are going to move on to the next team now, which is going to be Georgia with Andrea 2004, Dendora, Javier, Antonio, Nova, Deadline, Nobody, and Dark for the win. And yeah, I think the only player that is the only two players are like Deadline and Andrea, I would say. The other two, I'm not really too familiar.
Yeah, from what I remember, Andre is actually a good tapping player. Really good for this rank range. I think that besides that, I'm not really too familiar as well.
Yeah.
I agree. I've also only recently seen Andrea and knew a few of Deadline's solo scores, both absolutely amazing speed and tapping players. Also not very familiar with the rest of the roster, so I don't think that the two players are going to be enough to make the cut. Unfortunately, I will put down Georgia as DNQ.
Yeah. And I think Chief is missing Georgia.
Oh yeah, I'll add them real quick.
And now we are going to move on to the next team again, which is going to be Greece. 6 players, sadly. Awesome MacD, Sokos, Lefty, Trush Pack, HR Skitos, and Knee Cutter. And yeah. I don't know. 6 players, I don't think it's enough.
I'm not very familiar with these people, but just solely the fact that they did not make the full 8-team roster, I do think at an SR like this, it's going to be very very, very hard for them to make it. So unfortunately, it's going to be a DNQ for me again.
Yeah. I mean, it just
yeah.
places way too much pressure on each player to not only have to be able to play like half the pool, but like more than that, and force
Yeah.
into skills that they're really not comfortable with. So
I think honestly, MacD has been playing tournaments for a while, at least for Greece. I've seen him on OWC and 4WC previously, so he's pretty familiar. But besides, the rest, not too sure. They are missing some previous players. I might need to search up the country because I forget which player I'm exactly talking about. But there was at least one really good Greece 4-digit from a couple years ago. I'll find that later. But obviously, also Jackpacks doesn't really count. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have you guys for DNQ for now.
All right. So sadly, a Greece does not qualify angle for them, and we are gonna move on to the next team, which is gonna be Hong Kong, or 4WC 2021 winner. Sadly, no one is here anymore. A certain player has ranked up to top 5 at some point. Definitely a normal 4-digit. But yeah, Hibiki, Tessie, Flyon, Shima, Rindango, Laplus Darkness, STLLOK, Bondario, and Pedico.
Yeah, these guys have a player that can make this team qualify on their own. I think people have a lot of trust in Hibiki. This guy can play everything.
Yeah.
And he's crazy good. I know people are like Teddy, Slock, and Pedico are also pretty good. So I think it's at least for sure qualify. Probably even a match taken. I'm gonna have them in qualifies for now.
Yeah, I also think that Hong Kong has enough, especially with Hibiki. I think Tessie is alright. Pedico is decent if he plays the game. That guy also has a decent potential. STLLOK, I've seen him in like Asian tournaments, and that guy has really good aim. So I think he's also gonna do well on those aim-focused maps, and I think it should be enough to get one win.
I do think that Hong Kong is gonna make top 24. I think they're gonna win the match.
We'll see.
Hibiki is just way too strong, and he does have solid backup with the ones I'm familiar with, at least Tezzy, Stillock, I guess, and Pedico. So I do think they're making top 24.
honestly, with Hibiki and having pretty good all-rounded players, which is really nice in OSR, I could see them taking 2 wins. So I'll go top 16.
Alright. Oh wait, that was... Alright, so this one is here for now. And we are going to move on to the next team again, which is going to be Croatia. And there is one name, Collickson, the Fort Lord, Dragon Croc,
And
Net Spent. Yeah, Net Spent. Yeah, best, most popular Croatian rapper, also rank 1 Croatia in Osu. That's crazy. Gem, Pressy, Milky, Suki, and Milfy. Also in good name. Yeah, that is Croatia for you. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think Collickson, I guess, kind of net spent. But aside from that, I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if Misto when that's has played tournaments in the past, so I have no idea how good he is in tournament. I think he's pretty good in solo, but I probably have these guys in DNQ for now. I probably need to see a little. I mean, they can probably qualify, but I'm just not familiar enough.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not in touch with Croatian Otsu community, so I don't know. But yeah, the Fort Lord is just crazy, I think.
The craziest names, like team names ever, dude.
Yeah, team name Croatia, man. That's insane.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Man. Alright, we are going to move on to the next team now, which is going to be Hungary and Glass 2 Wave 7 Gekshiboti, I think?
No, Getcheboti.
Yeah, oh yeah. Shigi, Java, Bali, Mano, Metiko, and Kichiki. Hungary. Hungary is very important there, I think. Yeah. obviously the first two names very familiar, somewhat familiar in tournaments. I think Matiko is also decently known. Aside from that, I don't know. This team is very hard to actually like evaluate.
I know Glasswave and Getchaboti. I know they both are pretty solid general mechanics players, solid on aim hard rock, DTs, and just raw mechanics skills oriented skill sets. I'm not very familiar with the rest, and I honestly believe that those two are not going to be able to carry Hungary to a qualifying position, qualifying seed. So they are in the DNQ category for me.
Similar to me. And yeah, we are going to move on to the next team immediately then, which is going to be the blank tab country, Indonesia. Consisting of 4 blank tab himself, Fuma, Michiro, McQueen, Def Hydra, Suikami, B, and Zoni.
Good roster.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these guys are old tournament players that people are familiar with. A lot of them are new, so I think people are going to be excited to see these players perform. I know Blank Tap played really well in tryouts from what I heard, and he's been improving really fast, so it's really cool to see him represent Indonesia again. Obviously, the old players, they have Farzin, you have Farzin, sorry, and you have Fuma, and you have Venta or Major McQueen, really good.
Yeah,
you have Def
Venta.
Hydra and Suikami, who's also really good. I think for me, this is probably top 16 for now. I think these guys are really good.
Yeah, I think they are decent, definitely. They do have Venta and Def Hydra, Blank Tab, Fuma, like those 4 are really good. 4 is really, really good at reading. And Suikami, decent at mechanics, decent at tapping as well. I think Sony and also Afi. I don't know too much about them though, those two, but I think
Sony is like a DT guy mostly.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, Fuma still plays Otsu. Yeah, that guy, dude. I joined the game. I joined tournaments, and Fuma was a name, a really large name back then, and he still somewhat is. That was really good, really crazy to see as well. Indonesia, definitely a decent team.
Yeah.
I mean, strikes me that all the players have definitely something to contribute. Like, it has a high skill floor. So for that reason, I think they get at least 2 wins. So top 16.
I'm gonna be the odd one out then.
Okay.
And combined, it is still gonna be B tier, of course. And we are gonna move on to the next team now. It's gonna be Ireland.
Oh.
The GOAT is missing.
Yeah, I mean, the elephant in the room is they don't have Ophiz, who's super well known in 4-digit tournaments, super good at hard rock DT. But yeah, that's their roster here.
But honestly, those names are crazy. Like Soldier Boy, Talon, Swankety Dankety, and Impressive Beer. Like, in terms of names, that team is pretty good.
Like, these guys are all really good players from 2 years ago. Like, when Ireland had a really booming tournament scene, players like Yaxon, players like Ophiz as well, and Lilyflower back in the day. And Sakai, Soldier Boy, Talon, these guys are, like, really strong. And, I actually want to put them as qualifiers so bad. Like, you don't understand. I gotta, like... Oh, I'm gonna put them in for now, but I might move them later because, like, I'm definitely biased towards this team, but I feel like if these guys try, I feel like it can be done. If they had Ophiz, it's a qualify for sure. Right now, it's like on the fence right now for me.
Be like definitely qualifying, at least. But as of right now, they are definitely on the verge, for sure. And moving on, we're gonna move on to the next team, and this one, it's the team Israel. Gonna be consisting of Clash of Clans, Mr. Potato. Yeah, that guy still exists. He's 4 digits now. Gallic, Accelerator, Ditch, Snowfort, Storm Brightness, and DP285. Right, I think Semi can say a lot about this team.
Yeah, I'm familiar with most of the players here. Obviously, the odd one out here is Mr. Potato. That guy, was born in the dinosaur era.
Yeah, he is a
It has
fossil.
been a while. It has been a while since this guy created his account, and he's been around forever in like high rankings. Decay to 4-digit, which is just insane to me. And also providing a massive addition to the Israel team. He's a very good player, proficient in any hard rocks and flow aim, sort of de-rusting the speed a little bit, any raw aim as well. Gonna be, in my opinion, enough to qualify Israel, but he's also got a lot of backup with Accelerator, who's been popping off recently a lot, and that guy FC pure Ruby DT, which is pretty damn impressive. Like a few
He's a
days
really
ago.
good player.
Galog also pretty good at like any generic map, Nomad 1, Nomad 2, Hard Rocks, stuff like that. I think with Mr. Potato as well, Israel is going to make it. I think they're going to qualify, and I think they're going to go 0-2, but I think they're going to qualify.
I think you guys qualify easily.
Yeah.
If they had either one of the other two star players in like Chip or Painter Koala, it's probably even higher.
Chip.
Well, Painting Koala is way out there in terms of ranking.
Yeah,
Actually,
man.
Chip was like almost 4-digit, and then he farmed
Chip was
100
close.
ranks. He was like 9
Oh, he just didn't give a fuck. He just didn't give a
Man,
fuck.
dude, like Chip
mean-
is the best player ever. I don't know, man.
If he had made it, Israel would be like easy top 16.
Yeah. I have them qualify for now.
Yeah. And moving on.
Just saying, last year we qualified without Potato and Galog. It's
Alright.
true.
We're moving on to India now. Of
Oh,
course,
moment.
the odd one out there, Gender Blender, also known as Potla. I think Atoria, my angel, is somewhat of a tournament player as well. The other ones, I don't know, man. I don't know anyone.
I think Cyan is also pretty good all-rounder. I think he's won like the domestic Indian tournament a few times. So
Oh, the...
Yeah.
Yeah, those names are also crazy. Raw moment.
I'm only
Gender
really familiar
Blender,
with
Gender
Gender
Bender
Blender.
collab. How long has that even been around?
Yeah,
It's been
I
a
don't
while.
even know. It's interesting as I would say. I don't really have these guys to qualify. I think it's going to take a really strong performance. I don't think they qualified last year, and by a decent margin, so I'm going to put them D and Q for now.
Alright. So, India do not qualify, sadly, and next team is gonna be... where is it? Italy. So we are gonna start with Nichaki, Crazy Hot, Background Music 16. That username is so good. Giulio Tweaker, also known as GYGY. Do not pronounce that wrong. Genu1  underscore Ackley and What? That
Oh, it's a hot
Their star
take.
player is probably going to be
Who is
Nijaki.
Wait, that's a name change, I
Interesting
think.
name choice.
Yeah, Nijaki is he's going to be a very good asset for the team because he's an all-rounder. He can play basically anything except hard reading.
Yeah, Nijaki also very, very prominent 5k player, that guy, as you already said, very well rounded, but does like most of the stuff he does well on is aim oriented and hard rock, stamina streams, stuff like that. Good addition to Italy, and combined with like other big carry players such as Giulio and Eklai, I think Italy is gonna qualify.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty almost guaranteed qualify. I think they had to underperform now too. I think people have already said, but yeah, Nijaki's really good, and yeah, Eklai is also really good. That guy is like underrated, I'm pretty sure. But,
Yeah, Eklai is decent,
crazy good.
definitely.
Uh,
Obviously, no Dem 27.
that guy quit the game. That guy.
Yeah, I know. That guy quit the
Actually, he's
game.
not playing a little bit, but I think he's out of tournaments for sure.
Like, dude, he just quit the game like 10 times at this point.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's how it is sometimes.
Italy qualifies, and we are moving on to another team now. I think this one's gonna be spicy. From what I've heard, Japan, consisting of Rikuima, Sabakan, Autoline. Wait, let me check if there's anything. But yeah. Otoline, Nobuchi, Kamui, 4 dashes, also known as Hyphen, Siuk, and Mitage. And yeah, the two really big players here, of course, Requiem and Sabakan. Those two are just phenomenal.
They're in prime form right now. So,
Yeah.
like,
For sure.
it's gonna be really hard to rate because I think people are gonna have different ratings. I think besides those guys, obviously, everyone knows Autoline. This guy's been in 4 digit for such a long time. Really good. Most people probably know Nobuchi as well. Really good, I think, tapping player from what I remember from Japan. And obviously Hyphen is in 4 digits somehow. I thought this guy was like top 500.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he's in this tournament. But I think this, for me, easy top 16, maybe even higher. I would say top 12 actually, but that's not an option.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Damn,
So
oh yeah, you can.
Japan. I think I am actually on the complete opposite side as you, Chiv. I think Japan is gonna have the miracle run this year. I put a lot of
Okay.
trust into this team. I think Rikuima, Sabakan, Autoline, 4-dash, Siuk, like all of these people on the uprise, and as mentioned before, Rikuima, Sabakan in their absolute prime form right now, shredding to easily through rank restricted tournaments as of recently. I think Japan is gonna get 4th place.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn, that one was crazy. Okay, yeah.
Prob is interesting. I respect that.
But I
Or-
think that one guy who is who's gonna be interesting to watch for me, honestly, Shiuk. That guy he has insane ceiling. That guy here has some probably like the highest ceiling next to Sabakan and Otoline somewhat. That guy is so good at reading, hidden, and tapping all around. Like, he's gonna put on a show. And I think also I've watched Kamui 4 dashes, of course. Nobuchi, a really good player. And also Mitage, probably the least known player on this list. But I've watched him play a couple of times, and that guy is crazy on mechanics. Like, really good.
Yeah. I might put these guys in A-way there when I edit my list. This is a really strong roster.
Yeah, Japan is gonna be A tier for now, and we are moving on to the next, another really large team, and this one, South Korea. It is the team consisting of ATP, K-Razy, MX-10000, Mouse Player, Piper, Mokia, B-Wall, and Nope KJK. That team is just amazing. Just incredible.
I mean, he was
Wow.
guaranteed top 8.
Yeah.
Whoa,
First place is
okay.
crazy. First place is crazy, but this
First
game.
place.
I believe. I can explain later.
Okay.
Oh,
South
MP,
Korea.
what the?
Damn, first place is so insane. South Korea gonna be missing out on Athanasia and Lujol this year. They have amazing players though. Well, not really subbing in for them since they did outperform.
Yeah,
Lucky,
they actually just beat them in
What happened
qualifying,
is,
like in
yeah,
tryouts. It's not like
absolutely.
they actually played. So
Yeah.
The way
Yeah.
they do their tryouts, they just take the high average scores from what I've heard.
Yeah,
I thought it was
they
like
do
they
2
take-
weeks. 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, and from
well,
what
we
I've
got
heard,
B-Wall.
from what
that
I've
guy-
heard,
Yeah, go ahead with what you can.
and from what I've heard, I mean, I've been in contact with this team, so I do have a lot of knowledge about this team. The thing with Lujol was that he had some issues in the second weeks. He did perform decently in the first week, but didn't really do as much in the second week, so that's why he didn't make it. Crazy got first place in qualifiers over MX-10000, over Mouse Player, over Piper. ATP got really good as well. That guy has been around for a long time. Same with No KJK.
Tapping too, which is really
Yeah.
scary because I don't think the one thing he couldn't play.
Yeah, ATP with tapping could honestly just be a phenomenal player for this team. They also have the mental. This team is so close together. They are teaming in every single tournament together, pretty much. And they are just gonna do incredible things, I think. Definitely a step up from last year. And yeah, I have so many high hopes for this team. I would honestly, like, with as weird as it sounds for this MP take, I can see it. I can see them winning.
I agree. The Koreans kind of got their own like team dynamic going on, as you previously mentioned, they team in pretty much every tournament together. There's always a full Korean stack somewhere. And who knows? They might just have the plot armor, you know, to get the first place.
Yeah. This team radiates some aura.
Oh, it does.
Just a South Korea thing for them. But yeah, as of right now, S tier for them. And top 3 candidates. And we are going to move on to another team now, which is going to be Kuwait. White. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's
6
Kuwait.
players. It's hard. I don't know any of them really. I think Sola and Cupo maybe somewhat, but that's it. And 6 players is really, really hard to qualify in this tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also not very familiar with any of them, but I gotta hand it to Kuwait. Respect that they managed to get a roster.
I actually respect that there's a team.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Good luck to these
But
guys.
Yeah.
Sadly, not making it as a 4 standards. And we are going to move on to, I think this team is going to be spicy. Kazakhstan. Consisting of Plombier, Revexi, and
Shastia.
is there anything? Shastia. Okay. Honestly, I don't know Russia, so anyone else can probably pronounce this better.
I mean, all the other names are just English.
Yeah.
Skill Issue, Aquino, Frequency OL, It's Zero Ice, and End of Sunny Days. Gonna be making up the Kazakhstan roster. I personally am only familiar with Plombier and Revexi.
I think everyone is, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I've
do
seen
know.
Jastai, Skillshu, Aquino around
Yeah.
for some rank restricted tourneys. Honestly, they actually play more than you might expect.
Yeah,
So,
Skill
pretty
Issue,
decent amount of
Aquino,
experience.
and also somewhat Zero Eyes. Zero Eyes probably more familiar in the 5-digit range. I think they do have enough strengths to qualify.
Oh, I thought they would qualify for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking like, can they win a match? That's the real question. Because I think Plombier and Revexa are so good, but like, I'm gonna put them in DNQ for now, but I might move them later. Like, this is a really crazy roster. But we'll see.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Go for it.
adamant about. Oh, that's cool. That's Kuwait.
Wait,
I am pretty adamant that Kazakhstan not gonna make the cut.
That's all crazy.
But
But
I'm gonna, of course, if they make it, I will eat my words and I will stand by it.
yeah. All right,
Good luck
we're
to them,
gonna
of
move on to the next team again. Lithuania. Consisting of a lot of names that are actually somewhat recognizable.
Yeah, I think Subin has improved himself pretty well in 3WC. From what I remember, I think Lithuania had a team there. And obviously, everyone knows Firebeth. This guy's like really well known, not only on Twitter, but he's a good tech player. So I think people are going to be excited to see him come back. I don't think he played last year or took a break. They're obviously missing their like most historic like tournament players, like Shinru. But that guy definitely has not been playing the game for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. And also, crazy to mention, last year they had 6 players, 6 signups, and this year they had 19. So definitely
They
a
actually
huge improvement for
locked in.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this team,
Lithuania.
it's hard to predict them. Like, this team is also like on the verge between E tier making it and do not qualify for me, honestly.
I think Lithuania is just. I don't know. I'm not very familiar.
Oh,
a
Hello?
little bit of putting
I
out.
think Semi just died.
Yeah.
My condolences to Semi. I hope he serves his well. Yeah.
I think it's a not qualify angle for now, but I think they
think
can.
so too for now, yeah.
Fuck, this is like a top, like this is gonna be like the team you see at like 30, like 4th. Like
Yeah. Like Lithuania is either you see them at like either 34th or they somehow get like 25 and everyone is like,
yeah.
wait,
If they get a
what
little
on earth?
lucky here, I think they can qualify. I might
Yeah.
update that, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be not qualify for now and see later.
Yeah. And another team now, which is gonna be Latvia. Yeah, this team seems kind of cool, honestly. Yeah,
I mean-
there is obviously the man Hihihaha 142. Like that, dude.
That
I
guy's
love this
crazy.
username so much. I love this username so goddamn much. It's so good. Useless John Wayward 2012. That guy is ancient. That guy is so ancient.
Yeah.
Mursik, Oliver's 3-1, The Big Drop, Stereo OW, and Edna. They do
It's
have
kinda
hee haha.
Yeah.
They do have hee hee haha.
There's one more player that didn't play because he ranked up, but I figure if they had Bob, that guy's a game changer for this team in literally every mechanics, and he goes to play easy, but without him, like, I
Sammy's
think
Bob.
with Bob is an easy qualifier, by the way. Like, that's also a crazy name, but shoot, like, this is gonna be hard. I might actually put them qualify for now, and then drag them down later if something else changes, because I have a lot of trust that, like, it's a full team roster with at least 2 proven 20 players. If 2 of the other guys are crazy, they'll just qualify instantly. So like, yeah, Mbob is ranked 600. This I thought he was like 800. This guy does not give a fuck anymore. So I think I'm gonna put them qualify for now.
Yeah, this is so hard, man.
It's hard.
Like it's like Latvia and Lithuania, like those 2 teams that are so tight to each other in terms of like overall strengths that it's hard to do like one of them qualifies, I think. One of them qualifies.
Oh yeah, one of them will probably qualify.
But it's hard to predict which one it will be. I do kind of give Latvia the edge.
I'm kind of seeing it like this, where it's like I actually know a lot more Lithuanian names, but I don't have too much high hopes on them. But with Latvia, it's like a lot of these guys I don't know, so like literally like 1 or 2 guys could pop off and they just qualify instantly.
Yeah. And I think Hiha is like that guy for that.
I think he's a top 20 player, like top 20 overall probably in qualifiers performance, so he can definitely do it all.
Yeah, he's one of the best in terms of mechanics, honestly, I think, for this tournament. Semi's internet
Not sure
died.
if he's actually he's just dead as gone.
Yeah,
I don't know if I believe, 'cause I know Hiha is really good, but I mean, there's certain maps that he will be forced to lobby for. It's like hidden in gimmicks, which might have a very bad effect. So, I'll go DNQ for now.
All right. So I think Semi also has them on Do Not Qualify. So it's like on the edge, I guess. But we're gonna move on to the next team then. I hope Semi's gonna come very soon again. Mexico. So yeah, this team, they had a lot of signups. Surprisingly, I think. Wait, let me check.
This is actually a country I'm gonna put in DNQ, and they're gonna get like 20th. Like I already know I'm fucked on this one. Like I don't recognize a single player besides Cyrus, who I know has played the tournament scene for a long time. I know if they have 20 signups, like or 25, whatever you said, these guys are about to go crazy,
20.
and they're gonna qualify instantly. But
never mind, they had 12. I'm sorry, that was
okay. Maybe the 12 is a little different story. Okay.
my bad.
Yeah, I'm just not experienced enough with this team. Somebody in Twitch chat probably knows 5 times more knowledge than I do. But I'm gonna have these guys in DNQ for now.
Yeah. And I think
I will agree with that. I just need to find a flag.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
yeah, Mexico do not qualify sadly. And now next team, Malaysia. Consisting of the man Seth 2003. Well,
it's just another like
Yeah, infamous.
there's so
infamous
many
team ranker, pretty
countries
much.
with like there's so many countries that have the exact same formula: 1 star player, 1 guy that's played in this tournament for 5 years, and the next 6 names I have no idea who any of them are. Like
yeah,
like this is a roster where it's like she is the second player that everyone knows about. And
yeah, Blefs is decent from what I've seen. He does have a badge in 5-digit range, if I recall correctly. It's either him or Oxalis. Agagak or Ajajag. And that name is hard to pronounce. But I think they kind of do make it. I think they can kind of make it to qualify. But
Oh
it's
yeah, I
hard.
agree. In fact, I would think
Hard.
maybe they can win a first match. Although I'll lean on the side of doubting.
I gotta already swap out the team. I think this is qualifying over Austria with this little higher hope here. No, not Austria, Latvia, sorry.
But yeah, Zef 2003. A guy is gonna have to cook a lot. But moving on to the next team now. Also forgot to put it there. Let's do it. Next team. It is the Netherlands. Drunk Germany. Drunk Germany. Consisting of Knight, Aheo, Manivat, Kashper, Dill, Boy, Wessel, and UC2. UC2 spawned again. Thought he was kind of over the game, but he just spawned again.
I think these guys could easily win 2 matches. A lot of these players are really proven. Especially recently, I think people are really high on Ahio as a player.
Yeah.
And Manivat has been playing well for a very long time. UC2, obviously, this guy's crazy as well. On the things he can play, he might be one of the best players in this tournament. And obviously, you have like Knight, you have Kashper, you have Cowboy, you have Wessel.
Like, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about that one name change that a certain player did.
Oh,
It's not Manivat, it's Aheo. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The worst username change ever. I'm
Well,
sorry.
okay, let's be fair. There's a lot of competition for that title.
Yeah,
but-
true. Well, yeah, yeah, his name now is Ohio, and that name is crazy. But it's my mate Ohio, yeah. I have high hopes for this team. I'm super biased for Netherlands. I'm super biased for this team, but I honestly see them on the same level as someone like Australia, I think.
Yeah, I think top 16 is pretty fair. I think they could easily.
I
They could
want
probably
to
top
put
12.
them, and there's no space for top 12. I would want to put them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
But yeah, I mean, they just have Aheo Manivat is going to play everything except Loyar. But then Loyar, you also have like UC2 Knight. So, going to be able to field a pretty good roster for basically every skill set.
Like, Manivat and Aheo are so incredibly well versatile that, like, they can just do everything pretty much. Manivat even decent on, like, tapping now. Aheo decent on, like, normal hidden maps. They can just do it all. And I think with Knight and Dill and Kashper and UC2, they have so many supporting players. Wessel and Carry can also do decent things on, like, mechanical maps. I'm not too sure about Carry. I think he's been very, very inactive in playing the game. So it's definitely a wild card for him. Same kind of with Wessel. I haven't seen him around too much recently. But I think the rest of the team, Kashper, Manivat, Aheo, Knight, and UC2, like those 5 at least, are so good together.
Yeah, let's see how they do.
And Netherlands now going to be into the B tier here, and we will move on to the next team now, which is going to be Norway. Norway, of course. Yeah, there's a familiar name that everyone knows for the last 10 years.
Yeah, and it's
Spike
Frodo
and-
55.
Yeah, it's Frodo 55, true. My aim Sora.
I aim Sora.
Okay, no. So it's Yoxpy, Anthony W, Frodo, Flames, Hunder, Nairda, Odebrum, and Reed Horimiya. I think this team is good.
Yeah,
Oh, it is good.
especially I think if you've seen any 4-digit tournaments recently, you know that Anthony W is like he is him.
Yeah, Anthony
especially-
is him. He is
Especially
so
in
him.
like basically anything, but especially like aim control stuff, tech. Like he is insane.
Yeah. These guys are really good. You guys have already said the start 2 players, at least Yoxpy and Antonio W. Obviously, Reed Hoy-Mia as well. Really good player. I think
Yeah.
he mainly plays mechanics. And
Yeah.
same with Photo is good. So these guys have a lot of potential. I think I have them at top 24 right now. I think if they had Marcus, I'd probably put them B. But he's definitely not playing. So I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, I think Thunder also decent shout for being a decent player. I think he decayed really, really hard. I think he was top 200 at some point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, rank 140 peak. Now he's 4 digits. I've seen him in a tournament that I've hosted in a 1v1 tournament, and he was good on mechanics. So I think he will do well in those mechanic maps. I think overall, like Anting-W is gonna play everything, and he's gonna destroy everything as well. That alone just makes that team so much better, and I think they can win at least one match.
Honestly, feel like they could go top 16. So I will go B tier.
All right.
All right.
Next team gonna be after Norway. There is gonna be New Zealand. There are some crazy names there. We do have Goofster, She Can't Pay Me. It's going up. I think it's going up. Definitely the most familiar player. Same with sort of Aussie and P. I don't know too much about the other players. So I don't really have like too high hopes for this one,
What's up?
sadly.
Yeah, same page here.
What is?
I think somebody
I
just
I got Dennis beside me now.
Yeah. Yo,
Hello?
what's up, Dio? GM.
Hello, team.
Hello, team.
Welcome.
How long have you been up for?
I got up an hour ago, max.
Okay.
GM.
GM.
Alright.
New Zealand. Yeah, I think I don't have these guys as qualifying as well.
Yeah, same.
I don't think they qualified last year, and like, I don't know, like, I think these guys would be fun in lower star, but the pool is 7.2 stars for qualifiers, so it's already really hard. So it's hard to say.
Yeah. I don't think. I think aside from it's going up,
It's
I
here.
don't think anyone is gonna be too amazing on this pool star rating. What do you think, Dio, about New Zealand?
I mean, I know Hasapi can probably play something around the star rating, but Hasapi's also kind of more like a mechanic specialist rather than like an all-rounder. I know like it's going up can probably be pretty well, but I feel like they just don't have like a solid backup roster or like enough of a core to make it so that they don't need a ton of really strong backup players, if that makes sense. So I think like I'm kind of agreeing with the crowd here.
Yeah. So we are gonna give New Zealand the not qualified, sadly. Next team we are gonna cover is Panama. And yeah, there's one player who was at his peak, better than Utami, better than everyone else. Obviously, we're talking about Ramon 2, aka Hammy TR.
I mean, that guy can
Hammy!
just play everything.
It's Hammy!
Like-
It's Hammy. What on earth is he doing here?
Is Hammy in the chat?
Yo, Ramon, what's up?
Like, if he thinks his team can qualify, I'll put him in qualify. If he doesn't think they can qualify, I won't. Like, and literally, if he,
That's actually real.
I know like,
Yeah.
how much trust he has in his teammates. Like, it really just depends on what he feels.
Yeah, I think like if Hammy wants to go ham on everything, like that guy is gonna
Yeah.
single-handedly take them to qualify.
Oh yeah, in
Good.
time he gets solo K. Like, he is actually a top 5 player in this tournament.
Yeah, I think Hammy TR if he like de-rusts and stuff. Well enough. I mean,
From
he
what
does
I can
play-
tell, he was already derusted. I saw
yeah,
him
he
put
is
up
pretty decent
videos.
already. Yeah.
But I don't want
yeah.
to sleep on the rest of the roster, especially AR9. I'm pretty familiar with, pretty good
Yeah.
at like aim control, finger control sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's very dependent on Mr. Ramon too.
You got anything?
Yeah,
Those are the only two players I know are AR9 and Ramon too. So I'm kind of agreeing with the rest of the people here.
This guy gifted a sub to Idkey.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
What on earth? What? All right, but yeah, Panama for me sadly is on a do not qualify for me. So yeah,
I betrayed.
I
Let
trade
me
for
message Hammy. Okay, let me DM him and see what he says.
yeah, we are gonna move on to the next team now, which is gonna be Peru. Team It's decent, honestly. I think this is an okay Peru team.
Yeah, I agree. Like Katrick Pra in particular is really really good. Pra's been playing my tournament recently and has been looking pretty solid. Like I don't know enough about the rest of the roster to really talk about chances for qualifying, but those two in particular can do a lot of good for their team.
Yeah, I think Missio is decent from what I've heard. And seen Kochi no Mori also okay. Gardevoir, I think. Isn't that Marguenka? Yeah, it's Marguenka. Marguenka, really, really good reading player, but solely a little bit like in the past. He does not have the best mechanics side, but on like gimmicky maps, hidden twos, low AR maps, just general gimmicky maps, I think that guy is going to be really good. So yeah, I think this team has what it takes to qualify.
I mean, I think their low AR is actually pretty good in general when you have, I mean, K-Trick is very well known for that, but then also Missio. So that will be a pretty good asset for them in Qualifier.
I don't have them for me for qualifying just yet, but I'm gonna like they can obviously do it as well. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a borderline.
Yeah,
case.
I think I mostly agree with Chiv just because the quals pool is hard. Like 7.2
Yeah,
stars.
it's hard.
I don't know if they actually have. I don't know if they have that dog in them for like an above 7-star pool. Also,
Alright.
shout out Kochino Mori. That's a crazy username.
Yeah, Hoshinomori! Hoshinomori, where is he?
He's back.
Man, Hoshinomori, I miss him. Dude, Hoshinomori, dude. If that guy was on the team, they would get top 1. I'm gonna be real.
That's
Yeah,
real.
Peru overall do not qualify in the combined tier. And next team gonna be Philippines. What on earth is that one name? There are 2 names that I do not want to say.
Oh yeah.
Imposter and
Me neither.
Ikarusi. Like what on earth, man? But yeah, Mio Milo, decently known player, Konawiki, RWND, Puff On, and Kohue, I guess. Wait, there's probably something missing in terms of pronunciation. Wait, let me check.
I think it's Yukio, not Yuki Exo, right?
Yeah.
Says you
Yeah,
can say it
yeah.
either way, but yeah, we'll just say Yukio. But yeah,
Yeah,
Yukio, to talk about him, he's probably going to be playing most maps, I think, but he's especially good in like hard rock aim sort of maps. So
Yeah.
I think
So,
he'll
yeah,
be one of their star players.
Yeah, Imposter and Mio Milo, I think those 2 are gonna be really good overall. Also this RWND is called Rewind, I forgot. But yeah, I think like overall this team, like with Imposter and Mio Milo, I think they are gonna qualify, honestly.
I gotta move that team down. Okay, this is not.
I mean, Imposter was like literally.
I gotta move
WC,
down.
you know? I mean, I don't really remember because of the whole Goofy
maybe
Shion
I move
collab,
it
but
otherwise. Yeah, I think these guys qualify.
easy
really
qualified,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. All these like they have a lot of players that are just like good enough to qualify for sure, and we'll see how hard they do after.
Yeah. And okay, so the next large team gonna be Poland. This team, Silvari, Michni, Shedis, Koshiarek, Sianai, Hedayo, Agent 5D, and BMG.
That's a good team.
That is a really good
for
team.
sure.
That is a
That's a
really,
great
really
team.
good team. Like in terms of like gimmicky, hidden, honestly, probably top 2 in the tournament.
Yeah.
This hidden roster is crazy.
I'm really high up on these guys. I think it's
Same.
top 8 for me. Like people already know, Savari, Michni, BMG, all are OWC level players. So you at least have 2 or 3 players that can hard carry, and that's not even mentioning the rest of the roster. Hedayo, really good supporting player. He actually pretty much is a carry player for his rank range when he plays 5k or like 3k. Agent 5D, this guy's crazy. Didn't even play 5WC because he got BWS out, but he's really good.
Yeah.
And I think people probably know a little bit less about. I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Sianai.
Shedis and Kosiarek and Sanai. All these guys are actually really good. Like this is actually a really strong roster. I think it's top 8
Yeah.
guaranteed.
I think if you were watching 3WC, you'll remember that Poland basically did like a full rebuild year for 3WC. Shedis was the player that stood out the most when they were doing
Yeah.
that. He was the one new player who was like truly really strong on their roster. So I have actually pretty big expectations for Shedis in 4WC here.
This roster's beast
Yeah.
mode. It's at least top 8.
I think personally, I would say they get 4th.
Yeah, I think when Semi said Japan was 4th, I was like, I think these guys are 4th.
Like this team,
roster's,
this
like,
team does
something.
not have a single player which is like standing out in terms of like maybe falling off. Like all 8 of these players are super good on their own, and they can combine a really, really good team. I think Sylvari, Michni, Cianai, BMG, Hirayo, like those are 5 incredible hidden players. And then you also kind of have Agent 5D, who's okay at hidden. And then you also have like decent tapping players with Hirayo and Sheddy's Cianai as well, who got amazing on
He's really
tapping.
good at aim. Like he's a really good aim fill for
Yeah,
this
like
team,
a specialist for sure.
Yeah, like Aim,
Yeah.
Michni, also Sylvari, Agent 5D, Koshiarik, also BMG, sort of like that team is. I have so high hopes with this team. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, next country.
Alright.
I think that's a top 8 tier qualifier.
Combined,
Yeah.
yeah. Next team gonna be Portugal, which is gonna be, I mean, white car, man. And also WhatsApp. But I think this team is decent. This team is okay.
It's decent. I think the biggest problem is that is not like a 7.2 type qualifier team. Like, I think a lot of these guys are gonna get skill capped on this. But I still think these guys are really good. I'm not gonna have the qualifier, which is really sad because I like a lot of these players. But
yeah,
I'm excited to see how well they do in qualifiers. I think they could at least get like top, like 30, like top 40. Sorry, like easily in that range.
Yeah, I mean, I see like 3 players that I know that can probably play the qualifiers pool for this team, and like literally the first 3 on the roster. But the rest of the players here, I just don't know from any like 3-digit or open rank tournaments. And this pool is hard enough that if you're not playing some of those tournaments, you just don't have experience on pools this hard for the most part.
yeah. And all right, so they are sadly not qualifying for combined. And moving on, we are now at Romania. Yeah, we do have Chaos back. Also, Christy2708, and the 8th player,
That's a
Some
name.
names of all time
That is-
right
that
now.
That's a username.
that is like top 3 names in 4WC this year. There's also Account. That is also a good name. I
Really
think
good name
Account
player.
actually good
He's
player.
good. He's
Account
really
is
good.
Account is a good player. That guy has crazy mechanics, like
And
actual insane.
yeah, Alex Belia is also a really good 5-digit player, so it's cool to see him make up. I actually think this is an easy qualifier. Like I think these guys are.
Yeah,
this
I do
roster looks
think
crazy to me.
Romania is definitely a qualifying angle for me.
Yeah, not only is KS playing, but I've seen he's like, actually hard grinding, derusting, like some tapping. So I think he'll be definitely in form for qualifiers. So that would be qualified.
All right. Dude, I have to change so much here. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are gonna move on to Romania now, and no, wait, we are
Serbia.
moving away from Romania to Serbia,
Yeah.
and yeah,
It
I
is a 7-man
don't-
roster. Like that's all you can really say.
yeah, 7-man roster, not enough signups for an 8-team roster, and I do not recognize a single name. Maybe Lazy, somewhat, but that's it. So I just, like, they do not qualify.
Well, I mean, you
for
think
me.
about having 7-man roster. I mean, the obvious point is that you're constricted roster
Yeah.
choices like when you're in the match, but also it's indicative of like, some other teams had like however many people try out, like 100, but then like the scene is just not as big, which is unfortunate. But yeah, probably.
I think that when you look at previous Serbia rosters, you see players like Hemix, you see Tikaf, you see Haranoka, you see Igor156, and the fact that all 4 of these names are not here, it just probably means no qualifier for me.
Wait, did you say Ronaldo?
He's not playing either.
He's Slovakia.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Different teams.
Oh, I just named a different country. My bad.
Lol.
Wait,
North
hold on. I gotta rethink. I gotta rethink.
What the
Dude.
hell?
Hold on. Oh hell no! Yo, I gotta go.
Bro is on to nothing.
Dog.
All right. Anyways,
Alright,
yeah.
we'll move on, I guess.
Yeah, that was Serbia.
Let's,
And we-
Slovakia is a really good roster. That's all I'm gonna say if they have those players. But okay. Let's go to the next country.
yeah, we are moving on to the next country away from Serbia. We're gonna move on to Russian Federation here with Okinotori Makrum, DJ Royston. I think that is a name change that I do not have in my mind right now. Ice Shark, Maki Brony, Arclight, Delete, and Stacia.
DJ
I mean,
Royston
quickly-
is Garabik.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Garabik. Yeah. Yeah, those 8. I think Makrum, Okinotori, Ice Shark, and sort of Arclight. I think those 4 are really good together, and I think with some supporting scores from Garabik, Maki Brony, who has popped off really hard lately,
he
Delete
popped
and
off,
Stacia. I
think,
think this team is decent.
I think it's top 16 for sure. I think if these guys play at their peak, it's even higher. Like, I have no idea how good Okinotori is, but it seems like every time he plays tournament, he just pops off.
Yeah.
And I know people are really high on Ice Shark in 5K or 5-digit scene. I think it's 5K scene, from what I remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
my pick.
Yeah, obviously, like, Garabik. I would play. These guys have actually been around for a while now. Like, these guys are actually pretty seasoned tournament players. I remember when this Russian roster was really fresh. And they used to rely a lot on their old players like Okinotori and DJ Iban. But it's cool to see a lot of new blood in this tournament scene for this country. I think it's top 16 for sure.
Yeah. I think
Let's
some
go-
notable
Okay.
names that haven't made it. Suzuha in particular. Hasn't made the
Yeah,
team.
Did he sign up?
I don't think so. Handsome Me is sadly out of range now by far. He would have been a star player. I think he was also 4 digits like a month or 2 ago. 11 IQ player. Like, that guy is crazy, and he didn't sign up either, I think. So overall, I think this team could have been even better, but I think as of right now, this team is still decent enough to get a top 16 placement.
See, I feel like even though they don't have like Suzuha, that would be really good for mechanics. It's not like the current roster's lacking in that at all. So you have like Stacia, Macaroni,
also.
Delete. So yeah, I don't think there's gonna be much of a problem there at all. Honestly, I see him going top 4. Not top 4, top 8.
All right. And
Shout
also
out Markram.
talking about...
Although I guess there
Yeah.
is a kind of unfortunate history of Russia kind of underperforming in World Cup sometimes, but won't take that to mean too much.
Let's believe in IX Fire.
Real!
Let's
He's got
believe
it
in
this year.
X-Fire.
He's got it.
All right, we are moving on to Saudi Arabia now, and
Oh, it's
there is a certain player on this team. Actually, 2
third
players.
player this year. They have a 3rd player.
Call Me Red and Free BDO. Yeah, Free BDO. Somewhat known for being quite a D ranker. Yeah.
It's actually an easy qualifier. Like, it's actually an easy
Yes.
qualifier. This roster's OP. Dude, this low-key, this roster could win a match. Like, I'm actually putting him in the top 24. I actually have so
Oh
much-
damn! Honestly, when
I
I
don't know if I
first
go that
looked,
far, but qualify, I agree.
dude, when I first looked at this team, I honestly had them and do not qualify. But real, but yeah, I think with Free BDO, Call Me Red, Ice Never Open, Yukihana Lami, I think is also decent. I think they're gonna have enough players to qualify.
Like,
I mean, Free
think it's
BDO
gonna
is just
qualify,
crazy.
And then, like, they're gonna lose first match, and then the team that has to play them in the first round of losers is gonna play against 3 FCs on
Yeah.
every map. So, like, I don't know, man. This roster's OP.
Yeah, I think Free
I think they can
BDO,
take one.
like Free BDO is gonna like pull like a budget Lesberry and like carry them to like 1 or 2 wins. But I think maybe not further than that.
Yeah, they're missing 1 player, right? Because he flag changed to, like, the Philippines or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they
Really?
had a 4th player, no? That Peachy. He's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been big.
Yeah, with
Wait,
him,
true.
with him, I might go even higher. By the way, like they had,
Yeah.
like he's OP as well.
This
Yeah,
this
Peachy
core
is
three is
good.
good enough to just win them
Yeah.
points by themselves. I think against a lot of the like lower seeded teams in the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, Peachy is someone that I actually forgot. Didn't know that he actually flag changed. I think with that guy, that would have been like top 24 angle definitely, but as of right now, I think it looks like more like a 0-2.
I think they could take a match, maybe.
Yeah, I
Losing
think
for
there's
one?
definitely potential. I think there's definitely potential to win
Yeah.
for sure. We are moving on to the next team now, which is gonna be Sweden, and there's a particular player in this roster.
Oh my
This
god,
guy
this
is
roster is
big,
OP.
Like, what on earth? What are you
happened?
doing here? Get out of here! Like, you are not supposed to be in the range. What on earth? Who let Skilla in?
Why is
Who let
Skilla in here, bro?
Why is
This
Skilla
roster's
in
OP.
here?
Wait, it's actually top 8.
This is
It's
a top
actually
3
top
angle.
This
eight.
team
This is
is
top 3 angle.
crazy.
I gotta move one team down. Like
Like this is a top 3 angle for me. Like this team's
I don't know,
actually
I don't know
so
it's not three, but
this is so hard.
The
like,
only
they're so good.
the only issue that I have with this team is that I have
know the
no
rest of the rosters.
clue. I have no clue how good Phelan is gonna play, because
yeah, he's been
He does have-
kind of
he does
a
have hand
highness for
injuries.
big standard. Yeah.
yeah, he does have hand injuries and he doesn't really play the game at all. But he still signed up, probably because Skilla asked him or something. And I mean, when Skilla got into 4 digits, I think over half of this roster decided to sign up just because of Skilla. Saika, Felrion, Gripe, and Phelan were all not signed up before Skilla made it into 4 digits. So, like, Skilla being there, for some reason, this is illegal in, like, all things considered. This team can go far. This team can literally just go far solely because of Skilla, and they also have good players as a backup. Like, this team is crazy. All right,
Okay.
and we are gonna.
Oh, I might mic muted. Sorry.
Oh.
I was talking to Dennis about which team to move. We decided on Chile. But I think these are the top 8 easily. This is like the best Sweden roster I've ever seen for any World Cup ever. These guys are gonna be like, if these guys are in form, I mean they could even get top like 6, top 4. Like you always said, Skill is crazy, but like you look at this, look at these players, dude. Like Saika, Felrion, Phelan, Couch. Like this is crazy. These are household names.
He did
There's
not
no
put in the
slot on
goat
this
to
roster.
Melwin.
Yeah.
Our mom is really good as
Skipping over Melwin was crazy.
My bad,
but,
my
like,
bad.
I mean, there's no slot on this team that's wasted, right? Like every single one of these players is really, really good. So having that kind of depth is really rare for a lot of countries, and that just makes them that much
Yeah,
better.
half of us not on top form. I'm a believer that you guys will like some of you guys
Yeah.
got D-Rust. Like this roster
Yeah.
looks so OP.
Like the only issue that I have with this team is that Sweden technically is that kind of team where, like, on paper they look crazy, and they can either go really far or not, or like half of the team is just not in form, and they might crumble at some point.
Yes.
So-
However, they were seed 20 something in OWC and made top 12 with basically the same roster.
They basically
go off the back of
Skilla and Phelan. So like I'm a believer they're
gonna go far.
I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, but the thing is that Phelan doesn't really play anymore,
Yeah, that is true.
and they also
I
don't
mean,
have
that can't
recaps.
change if they get far. But
no, I watched Recat drop 100k in OWC on Hidden 2, so maybe it's not needed.
Well, we do know a certain clip about him as well, so with
Oh, that's
his
true, that's
hidden abilities. So yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, Sweden, a combined tier, and we are moving
now.
on to
Yeah.
Singapore. Yeah, for now. And where's Singapore? There is Singapore. This team is crazy.
This is
Who
my top
put
pick.
Emilia in? Who put Emilia in?
So like we were talking about, people were talking about soccer top there. Like I have my back of my mind, like I'm so locked in on Singapore this year. I even think they could beat Canada sometime. And I'm already about to like at these guys' peak forms, which I think half of them are at right now, especially Kustronaut or Astronaut and Megamic.
Yeah.
These guys are crazy good. And GS Blank, Tebby, Seal. I don't even know how they got this Seal guy to keep playing the game. This guy's been in the ringer for too long. Amelia as well, Don Wing, GS Blank. Oh, don't even get me started on GS Blank. This guy's been here forever. But like these
Yeah.
guys are really good, and I don't think like GS Blank has stayed consistently good for the entire time he's played. Like he's never been considered a bad player. I think A
Also,
tier is solid
Tabby.
for these guys. Yeah, like
Tabby
I
is
said
just
S.
there, man. It's crazy.
I'm a top tier believer. I'm a top tier believer.
KT Osu, that is crazy. He's still there, and Dawnwing sadly hasn't been too active. But yeah, Astronaut played is improving a lot. GS Blank is also sort of improving in his overall tournament consistency. That's like the one thing that he was sort of lacking in, and he has pulled off some really good scores recently. So there are high hopes for this team, especially with the addition of someone here named Amelia. He hasn't been active, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they have Tebby last year even? No,
Yeah.
right?
I think so.
Wait, I don't think they did. Maybe
Wait,
I'm wrong.
let us check.
I
Singapore.
thought he was like too high rank.
Oh yeah. Never mind. They did have Megamic, Dawnwing, GS Blank, and Astronauts, as well as Inquisitives.
I remember what happened. Megamig didn't show up for a losers match, and then they lost to Belgium.
Yeah. There
Let's
was
see
a
it.
certain incident last year that
Let's
we
see
should
if
not
that
talk
happens
about.
this year.
Yeah. Singapore is A tier, I think, overall here.
Yeah.
And we are moving on to the next team now. Slovakia, hey Chief, there's your player that you were talking about.
Whoa.
There they are.
Yeah. It still doesn't have all 4 players, so I'm not gonna put it in qualify. But it is the country we were talking about earlier. Still good players.
Yeah, Ron Olka is around for a really long time. That guy is decent on like low star pools, but I just don't see it for this star rating. I think the other guy, Ptex, is really old. That guy is also a fossil, sort of. Like that guy is around for like 12 years now or something. And I don't know. I just don't see it for this team, honestly.
Slovakia is actually just due for maybe a pop off play. Like one of these guys got to be crazy. Like
Yeah.
They're due for a prodigy.
they're due for a ha 142.
Yeah, hee ha ha. Yeah. All right. Now next time, the Great Thailand. Someone is missing there. Sadly, the only player, the 8th player in their team called Dry Noodle got screened out and couldn't make it, and they didn't have any substitutes, so they are now with 7 players left, which is hard for them. They also do not have their GOAT Lesberry, who single-handedly put them into top 4 last year.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
no
third,
idea.
Didn't they?
They got top 3. They
They were
Yes,
top 3
yes.
last year.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
The problem is they kind of I don't know the name changes, but they're missing so many of their players. Like not
Yeah.
only are they missing last player, but they're missing Chantat, and they're missing the other guy that I forget that was also really good from Thailand. He was
You're talking
the
about Phantasma?
Phantasma, yes. They're
Yeah.
missing him as
Yeah.
well. Dude, the only names that really stand out obviously is Chess here and Arigato is what people are familiar with.
Yeah.
And then we'll just see how they do after. I feel
Yeah.
like this is gonna be crazy if I put a team that went top 4 to not qualify this year. But oh no.
But
It's
I
it's a
kind
large
of think
roster
not
change,
qualify.
So.
I
Yeah,
think
think
that
this-
there's one player on this team that I've heard is really good as well. That's Araga Kiwi, apparently. According to Thailand players, this guy is actually crazy.
Maybe I gotta put him in qualify. Maybe I can eat my words.
I think they qualify at least.
I do also think that they qualify,
Chess is
mainly because
really good.
Chess
He's gonna play
is
every
really
map.
good. Yeah.
Chess is really good. But you
Like-
gotta move down though.
Like, who am I gonna move down? Yeah.
Dude, I have like 16 teams in D tier. Oh my god.
No, I gotta put them in not qualify for now.
It is,
The other
like,
teams,
over-
It's too hard for me to move down to the team.
Alright, okay, so.
What I
We're
thought how it
moving-
works is that the tiers were in contention for, where you're supposed to have exactly 12 in C tier, for example. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll rearrange it later, maybe.
I think we are still gonna rearrange stuff a lot later. But yeah, as of right now, it stays like this. We are moving away from Thailand now and to Turkey. Sadly, Semi is not here. Semi just
Yeah, he would have the
Yeah.
intel.
yeah.
Goodbye,
But
Semi.
yeah, this team. RK, Shinkaro, Eggman, Levi, Mikatsu, and like Lieri apparently I've also heard is good. This team is definitely, like, honestly, I think this team is a top 24 team.
Yeah, I put that.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. I think people already know one player in particular has been on fire recently on this team, and it's Shinkiro. This guy is like super good in this rank range. He is like easily one of the best players that you can see, and gonna be a huge asset to Turkey. Besides him, obviously Orke, really good player. Mikatsu also having D ranking from 3-digit here, actually really good player as well. And the other guys like Levi, and I don't know how to pronounce the third guy's name, but he's been here for a long time. These guys are pretty well-known Turkey players. I think they can win a match easily.
All
No
right.
Clutch X?
Yeah, no Clutch X. Sadly not. But yeah, I think without him they can still do well. Yeah.
I feel like they may have a problem on like more mechanicsy stuff though. 'Cause that's what their core players like Orkai and Shinkiro are not super great at. But
Yeah.
yeah, they have some
Yeah.
fills for it. Should not be too much of an issue.
I do think Eggman, Levi, and Mikatsu are decent at mechanics, so maybe they can put on their
Yeah.
put on a show
Hey,
and
I
carry
mean,
them
Clutch
a
X
little
was
bit.
the original mechanics player, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's been the DT guy for this team.
Yeah, I think Clutch X is like top 500 now or something.
Wait, top 500. I thought it was like top
Oh, it's
800.
700. Okay, 700. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Time to go to Taiwan, and this team did kind of like a resurgence with
Rucker.
Rucker's back.
Rucker.
Rucker
crazy.
is playing 4-digit World Cup.
We are looking at a team where Rucker and Deeson can play against each other. Like, that's just crazy. We are going all the way back to 2015 for this one. Like,
Oh my god.
we have Shiina Noriko, Rucker, the Astrophism, Flyer, Neko Kamui. That guy is also really old. Evo Korra is old. Ruyaya is really good. Spines Knight, he's just him. Spines Knight is him.
Yeah. I had these guys in top 16. I had to just move it. I just moved Belgium down, unfortunately. But you have your household names, obviously, like Noriko and Rucker. Like, Diao and Imoko are really good tournament players for the same range as well. Obviously, Spines Knight, like, we don't need to talk about that guy. I think people want to focus on maybe the names that they know less, which is Flyer and Ruyaya. But Ruyaya is a really well-known name, I think, really well-known name in 5K or 5-digit, one of the two scenes. Really good player there. I think it is 5-digit, actually. And Flyer is a really good up-and-coming Taiwanese player from what I've heard. He plays mainly solo, so it's cool to see him play in the tournament for once. And Neko Kamui has been here for a while. He's been here for like a couple years.
And also, they have resurrected both Imokora and
Yeah.
Rucker for this team. Those two players have not really played the game at all, and they are both back. Spines Knight has improved really well on tapping.
Yeah.
So that's like the one thing that he wasn't really that amazing on. He is now good at it. Like, he's not amazing, but he's good.
Noriko also
And-
revived himself. That's also good. He hasn't been
and
playing
like
for a long time.
overall, I think this team, like, I think this is like my wild card. I think I can see them get into top 8 or.
Last time I predicted Noriko to qualify for Taiwan in OWC, you just DM me we will not qualify.
Oh my god.
I gotta see what he tells me this time, but I'm gonna put him in top 16 for now.
All right. So we do have Taiwan here now. And we are moving on to another great country, Ukraine, with Shadow Freak. And yeah,
Shadow Freak.
I
Shadow
don't know
Freak.
about that
And
name change, man, but alright.
yeah, that name change is
Move
not
on
good.
to-
That is a flop. We do have Roman, we do have One Max, Diamond, we do have Yerema, Kirby Twister, Kui, and Belner. And I mean, Roman is easily like one of the best players here
Yeah.
in the
Easily
entire
top 5
tournament.
player in the whole tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
It might be Australia.
yeah, I feel like this is at least a top 16 finish for this team.
Oh damn!
Top 6. No.
Top 16.
Top
I
six.
said top 16.
Oh, I was like, I can't.
I did not say top 6. Let's chill.
Australia's gotta go. Australia's gotta go, and then Saudi Arabia's gotta go to this one. Oh, I'm gonna bite my words 100%. No, actually, it's Germany. It's Germany. And then
Oh man.
And then we'll move.
Pain
We'll move
over
Malaysia
Malaysia
down. We'll move Malaysia down. Like I actually have to make this. There's one more team, but this team is too good. I'm a huge believer in Roman. Unfortunately, they don't have their second star player, which is going to be Sherry Tori, because that guy is long gone in this rank range.
Yeah.
But you still have one Max. You still have Magneto. Obviously, you have. I think Ipema is that not Enable?
Yeah, that's Enable.
Good player. You have Kirby Twister. You have Pug1. Yeah, I've been hearing Magneto turbo vouch for Bona this entire time. That guy seems like an up and coming player. So, I have these guys pretty high up, at least top. Dude, like, I gotta move another team down. Wait, that's Rizzo's list. Never mind. Okay, we're good. I actually
Yeah,
can't afford to
I'm
move another
gonna
team
go
down.
balance mine
Yeah.
later. It's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
for me, it is still like on the verge of top 16, but I don't know if this team is enough to get 2 wins on the board. Mainly because all the other teams around them also have like the same thing, but they might have like that second core player who is like just a little bit better than the second best Ukraine core player. I will probably eat my words on this one. I think Ukraine can probably go like top 8 or something, and then I'm just gonna like, I don't know, everyone's gonna laugh at me, but I think Ukraine maybe top 16. But now it's I
Yeah.
think ranked 17-ish.
I think it's top 16 average though, because me and Ampy both. Oh, actually, Ampy put them in C tier as well. Okay. I have a solo voucher for a team that got top 6 last year. Now we're putting them top 24. Okay. Hey guys. You guys are not gonna get screenshotted by Magneto later on Twitter. And
dude, I'm
Unlucky.
waiting for the Magnetic
I'm
Gamer
dodging the
tweet on this
screenshot.
one.
I'm dodging
Dude,
the screenshot.
Magnetic
Like,
Gamer
he
123
knows what I
screenshot.
think.
I'm waiting for this one.
I'm safe. I'm not getting clicked on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Last time I did it was by
Serbia.
Marco Pollo, and they didn't qualify.
Marco
And then he
Polo.
claimed my
I
country
mean,
for
he
having
did
Justin
say
Bieber.
that your country gave birth to fucking
Yeah,
Justin
like,
Bieber.
You
So
gotta take some losses like to win in other areas. So that's just how it is.
That's true. That's true. Always trade off.
all right, and now
what it
we are
is.
getting into the juggernaut of the tournament, somewhat. United States of America. Bad Ball, Pest, Twilight, Recall, Toki, Gaby, Opixay, and RNG underscore. The 9th player is Eventrix. No, I'm just kidding. But
The 9th player is Araxi.
Rio.
There's Conrad Midden.
Yeah.
Yo, Chess Bananas, where's he?
Oh my God.
So it seems that both Rizzoa and Semi will put these guys in SS, which is fair. I have them in S because obviously I'm gonna always say Canada's better, but I actually genuinely just think Canada's better this year, so that doesn't matter.
Really? What's the vision? You gotta explain.
What's the vision? I'm gonna put 20 gimmick maps in grand finals, and then not gonna have Eventrix and Conrad to beat Franklin and Zucchini. So it's not.
Okay,
gonna
I
matter.
see. Have a good day.
Yeah, no worries. Obviously, these guys are really good. This roster had a lot of iterations. A lot of players had to drop for certain reasons. For instance, Argo can't play 3 weeks, so he can't play 4WC. Obviously, other player, Flames Tears 2 I rank. Conrad didn't want to play. Eventrix, well, that was a different story. One tab he didn't try in tryouts, I think, from what I heard, but still really good
Yeah.
roster. You have your old players like, Core 4, Maxi, Pez, Twilight, RNG, Gaby. These guys are the old, like from last year, really good players. And then you have your 3 new guys. It's not really like Toki's a new player though. He's been here for so
Dude.
long.
Yeah, he's been around for a
Newest
while.
player
Toki's
is-
gonna lock in. Toki's gonna
Yeah.
lock in and be the best player in the game.
People are gonna be
Awesome.
really surprised about Recall because he doesn't play. I don't think he's played high-level tournaments for too long, but he did exceptional in tryouts, so he's really good. And for people
Yeah.
who don't know about Ilpixay, this guy's
That
crazy.
guy is crazy. That
Yeah,
guy
he's,
is just
Super
He's actually
incredible aim.
Yeah, Opixay played an ADS recently, like a couple of months ago. He was keeping up with players like Pez, Maffy, also somewhat Rectigon as a 4 digits. This guy is crazy on hidden, crazy on hard rock, crazy on technical maps. He is good on Air 9 hidden. He's just amazing at pretty much most things, and I think he's gonna be a great addition to the team. Gaby is amazing at hidden and somewhat technical maps. He has also improved a lot on not playing hidden, no mod especially. Toki
Yeah.
is just a goat. I mean, yeah, Toki
I
is
think,
around for so long, and They
Yeah.
resurrected him somehow. They resurrected him. That guy
It's-
can go through 10 different like diseases, sadly, and he's still the best. It's crazy. Like that guy is amazing.
I think for me, it's like last year Canada took USA to grand finals tiebreaker and regular. They didn't back and reset them, but in my eyes, I feel like the USA like side graded on the team, and I think that Rico Toki and Opix are good substitutes for Conrad, Flamesteer, and Arco. But I feel like the Canadian switch ups that were made are just direct upgrades. So I feel like that's what have them at given the edge. Because Birchman, Zucchini, and Dark Karate Jamara are going to be a much stronger addition compared to what we had last year.
Yeah.
The only player that really popped off last year was Gore, but he's off to making Minecraft physics videos for the rest of his life.
Good luck with
What?
that.
Wait,
No, I'm not even
what?
joking. If you go to his user
What?
page, he got like 1 million views on some Minecraft physics tutorials. It's
I
actually crazy. Like he's on a
Even
different
Gore.
path
Wait,
of life.
what on earth? Wait,
Yeah, he's
what
actually
on
he's
earth?
actually making Minecraft videos.
Demo release and Q&A. Wait, that guy is crazy. Rendering the
Yeah.
entire Hermitcraft world.
Okay, for mine,
He's
I
rendering videos.
okay, I should explain my take a bit. I thought you could put like multiple in, I guess, first place because it was like in contention for. I do think US wins, but I think South Korea could beat them like 20%. So I'll edit for that.
It's so hard,
see.
honestly. I don't know, man. I'm biased towards South Korea, so I would say like my heart says South Korea, but my head says it's either Canada or USA. I think it's just a complete toss-up at the end.
Easy. My heart says Canada, and
Yeah.
my brain says Canada as well.
Yeah,
So,
same.
It's not
Same.
very challenging.
Not very challenging for me either.
So
They
yeah,
are ready for Birchman on grand finals.
They are
ready for
actually not
Birchman.
ready for the former like
Yeah.
15K
And
ranker.
I know. We'll see how that goes.
all right, and now we're gonna move on to the last two teams now. First one, Uruguay. PKL Milanga. Wait, that guy is definitely someone else. I think that's a name change.
I'm gonna be honest.
Never
I
mind.
do not know any of these users. I am sorry, Uruguay.
I mean, this they have do not have Shike who's like pre-1 on.
Yeah, she is okay, yeah. But they
Yeah.
sadly do not have Danit or Kazuki K. Like,
they don't have
those two
the other guy
big-
as well. Eterna and Osu. That guy also is really good, but he's not.
Yeah,
playing.
Rebo. They do not really have
Yeah.
anyone there, so I don't really see
Listen to
Uruguay going far
powerhouses
here.
of Uruguay. I think with Kazuki and Danit, it's a qualifier, by the way. But and that has to be Danit in prime form, not Danit right now where he plays 20 minutes every month.
Yeah. So
That guy's on the better things in life. That guy's on the better things. I'm following his Instagram. He's on the better things in life.
all right, last team now, Vietnam. Ampy, I think this is sort of you, maybe.
Yeah, I think the star player for them is going to be another guy. He's like really good at anything that's not like hidden gimmick. But then I think they have pretty good specific skill set players as well. Like Draft is really good at Nomad 2s. Actually, Realshin does quite a variety of things. A lot of hidden though. And Ayamaki is good at reading. Yeah, I think they qualify. Having played a lot of them before.
I think for me, it's like they're missing a lot of the really star players. Obviously, they don't have Wale, who's really good, and they also don't have Freedom, who is also really good. So I think off the back of Ryoshin and another guy, I'm going to be interested to see how the rest of the 6 players do.
Yeah.
No Hoa Q,
also
no
Hawk.
qualify.
Yeah, no Hawk Q.
That guy's never playing the game.
OQ might
Okay,
go. Where is
Busy
he?
cheating for every tournament in existence.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done.
Busy cheating and streaming. Unfortunate.
Dude, if they got
Yeah.
that one guy though, if they got that
Yeah.
like Efries, whatever his name
Depth.
is, that guy's OP. That guy's actually OP.
They also could have had Tuon, who is now 4
Yeah.
digits. Really good player, but sadly
Yeah.
he is not here. So
UI
yeah,
Chan.
I don't think Vietnam qualifies here, sadly.
Yeah.
With
same.
Death, I really would have put them in qualify, but I think without him, it's gonna be hard. Because he is the star, like skill cap player. This team really does need. Unless I mean I don't know how good another guy is, so we'll see.
I think I literally played against him at a Grands that was like 7.3. He could win those maps, I think. Like I believe.
Okay. Awesome. Are you guys gonna do a rebalancing?
Yeah. I'm working on it right now.
Dude, I am so far away from anything here. Oh my god.
All right. Good luck with the
Okay.
rebalance team.
No worries. Thanks for your
Yeah,
participation, Dennis.
Thank you for having me, Kevin. See you guys later.
Alright, what am I gonna cook with this one? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving the teams. I mean, combined, we have 2 guys putting Canada first. I think 2 guys putting USA in first, so we can just move both of them.
Yeah.
Unless you want to like pick, but I don't think either team is changing their votes.
Yeah.
I could probably convince Semi. As for the top 5, I think off of teams, we have to move Chile down, probably.
I guess, yeah.
Probably move Chile, probably move Sweden. Although,
I mean, I'm still like changing my tier as well.
Yeah,
so.
I'm changing mine too. I'll probably be done
okay,
in like
okay.
2-ish minutes, I'd say. Yeah, I should have known that it was like a specific number for each tier to begin with. But it's okay.
Should be fun. Are we doing showcase still today? After?
I assume
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Okay. Is it?
We gotta lock in.
Oh, like we gotta do a reping. Like people are definitely sleeping after the 2.5 hour.
Yeah.
Like
it is what it
predictions,
is. It is what it is.
I do think there could be there's a lot of potential for upsets. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Rizzo, your list is finished. Like you have too much work to do. Like it's over.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm doomed. I am so doomed.
How many is it in C? 12? No, 8.
Shoot, I actually don't know if I gotta put Russia or France in A. That's actually a good discussion topic. That's
I
a
think I
hard one,
put
dude.
both of them.
Yeah, but it's because you guys don't trust in the Sweden. Like you guys don't trust in the Sweden. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I also gotta move like a lot of.
Okay,
teams,
I also
like,
think I ended
down.
up deleting one somewhere that I'm just never gonna figure out which one, so whatever.
One's... Dude. Be 8.
Why
That
are there
is-
2 Denmarks in Chiv's list? Are there?
What?
That is Norway.
No, that's not. That's Norway, dude.
Alright, that's Norway and Denmark.
Wait, true. Norway is gone for me.
No, you have both of them.
Oh yeah, I do. Oh, I'm blind.
Oh my god. At least I'm not gonna make that the screenshot.
Okay, so
I'm
there
ready to be
is
put on the Germany
one-
screenshot when I put them in D tier and then they get top 12.
Dude, I need to remove one team out of here. That is... I think it's this one. Alright, so I got 1 here, 2 here, 5 here, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Yeah. Okay, okay,
Sorry, I guess it's probably not the most entertaining to just see us
I'm
moving
sorry.
PNGs without commentary, but
Alright, so
We just
okay,
gotta
okay,
get
I'm
it
done,
sorted
I'm
out.
done. I'm done now. My bad. Okay, so let's look at each tier now.
I still need a boot one from to D&Q on mine.
Um,
Uh,
I'm so gonna eat my words on this tier, this dude. Like D tier and F tier, I think are complete toss-ups half of the time. That is just crazy.
okay, I think I'm done.
Okay, it's gotta be either USA or Canada, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys can try and convince each other. Well, I mean, it's not like 70s here, so let's just move USA down.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, that should be.
Like, it's
just
only
about it.
because he like once he hears about Zucchini, then he's gonna join. Then
I mean,
he's
he
gonna put
knows him.
Canada
He knows
first.
Zucchini. He knows Zucchini.
He's gonna tap in. He's gonna tap in.
I've told him about Zucchini. All right. So
Does that look
wait,
correct?
we have like 3 countries too much here. D tier.
Okay, well, I mean, Latvia definitely is not qualifying because nobody has that anymore.
Yeah.
And then
I think Malaysia also has like 1 vote in
Yeah,
MP
has
here.
1.
Kazakhstan has all 3. No, also 2.
I think it's Spain.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Spain or it's Thailand.
I think Spain,
Yeah.
I would say maybe. I'm sadly not a believer in Spain. Alright, I think this tier is it. United Kingdom has 2 votes for C tier, 2 votes for D tier. Denmark is pretty safe. Ukraine is very safe. Hong Kong is very safe. Turkey is somewhat safe. Brazil is safe. Indonesia is also very safe. I think this tier just stays then here. Actually, Belgium. Because I'm eating my own. Yeah.
This looks correct. Maybe I'm looking at top 8 though. Yeah, that looks fine. I mean, like, I think it's okay. I haven't got to hit a pool or
Alright.
showcase.
Yeah, no, people are already saying pool when. Nah, it's about time for us to be done, I think.
Alright, yeah. Alright. So yeah, you guys can screenshot it, flame us later. I think we can now move on to the qualifiers. Mappool showcase now. It's 3 a.m.
Okay,
please. I'm
okay.
sorry, slash.
Okay.
My bad. We were.
I'm gonna head out and let
Showcase,
Jim and Rizola do their thing.
Yeah.
They have one more person join. I think Shiba.
Alright, Taikani wanted to join.
Oh, Taikani. Okay, yeah.
Are
Right.
you down? Rows are stalling. My bad. Yeah, it's not like we... Okay, we actually don't have any excuse because we actually had replaced on like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're locked in.
Right, I gotta look at this pool for like a second and then... ...2 a.m. GM, my bad, sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Yeah.
I gotta go get lunch. See you all.
Thanks for joining, MP. Have a good one.
Showcase
And
time.
alright, so yeah, we are...
We gotta
Wait
play
for-
guest. We gotta play guest the pool. Although me and Rizzo, like when we put together, like we have a lot of synergy. But like, I mean, I want to see people know which maps we picked.
Yeah. I think it's very obvious which one. Actually, somewhat obvious. I think it's somewhat obvious.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
But yeah.
Let's have a
Yeah. For the people that are watching, you guys can guess which pick is from either of us. I think that would be funny. I mean,
I guess,
the thing is, like, there are so many maps where I think it's either of us. Like, it's literally
Yeah.
just a 50-50 on like half of the maps.
Yeah. All right, I think we're good to go. 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes waiting, and I think Taikini wanted to join. I've tagged him. He said yeah. Okay, he's gonna join then.
What did Shiba say, or did he not want to do it?
Taikini tagged Shiba if Taikini wants to do it, and Shiba said yeah. He's gonna sit it out and let Taikini go.
Sure. Showcase time.
No troll pool. My bad. We are trolling hard.
My 2 favorite poolers pooling. Qual is perfect. Oh, too nice.
Yeah,
Much
yeah. Too
appreciated,
bad we
bro.
are free poolers.
Oh yeah, I mean, so people who did see on the phone post, Kanyo is a pooler, but his role is very different than what me and Rizzo are mainly doing poolings. Like Kanyo's kind of just submitting picks and seeing if we like them. So
Yeah.
he's also a grown man that has a kid, so it's not like
Yeah.
he has the time in the world like me and Rizzo do.
Yeah.
Like, that guy is on
I
a
do not
different
have a
pace.
kid. I do not have a kid.
I might not be 27 years old. So
My name might not be Benjamin Williams.
yeah. What a great name.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, I love Konyo, man.
I will say I do not think there is a KTG stem map in qualifiers.
Yeah, my bad. KT Cheester is not there. Dude, there's like, okay. You guys can like guess one mapper.
Yeah. You don't like you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. Like if you tell me like the full KTG stuff, like I'm gonna start putting like system in the pool. Like system's actually the best map in the game. Quars Hard Rock 1. And you sent some smiley faces.
I mean,
think-
they are gonna love it. They are gonna love Hard Rock 1. I've won something similar to last year Hard Rock 1.
It's
yeah.
pretty similar. It's
Yeah,
similar
it's
but
pretty
better.
similar.
It's better. It's better.
Yeah, it is definitely better. This map
No,
is
no
definitely
offense
not
to Fruiters
a...
though. No offense to Fruiters, but like,
Yeah.
you can't beat this Hard Rock 1.
Okay, J1. Is there a J1 map? No, there's no J1 map.
There is no J1 map. That is a crazy guess. That guy has like 5
Yeah.
maps you can pull.
Yeah. Oh, what was Hard Rock 1? Sora? No, not Akitoshi. There is no Akitoshi.
Is the Hard Rock 1 playable? Yes. The last year Hard Rock 1 was maybe 7.5. It might have been the hardest Hard Rock 1 in the tournament.
Yeah.
And it was in qualifiers. It was
Is the
called
Hard Rock 1
like
playable?
it was an
Is Hard
USA
Rock-
map.
Yeah, I think the Hard Rock 1 right now, there's a leaderboard, and I think it has like 3 FCs.
Yeah.
But it's
There is-
I think I would still say it's probably the hardest map in the pool, but not by much.
There is no Skyflame map, but
Yeah.
that
no
is one map
Skyflame.
we will tell you. There is one Elvis map or Joneson map. That's the only hint we'll give you.
Yeah, there is one Jones End map.
Yeah.
G-Sack, also no G-Sack.
No G-Seg. That guy also only has like 6 maps he can pull.
Yeah. Alright, let me turn on computer really quick. Okay, Taikani is taking his time. Alright. Hey!
Now we're
that's
now we're
Taikani.
just asking too many questions. Now we're just asking too many
Yeah,
questions.
dude, it's the Jones End map, no mod. No, you're gonna watch it
we're
now.
asking too many questions.
Yeah.
Hello, Takani?
Yeah, Taikani.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up,
Hello,
what's up, what's up?
man?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing fun. We are now in
Do we
the
want to
Qualifiers
do
Open
a
showcase.
reping for Qualifier Showcase?
Yeah, should we do that?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
it's probably.
It's a good idea usually. A lot of people, like, Qualifier is low-key one of the most important showcase because everyone plays it. And it's also really short, so.
Yeah. So I would probably just ping it again, maybe. Okay, you ping. Okay. Alright. But yeah, this one's gonna be cool, I think. I think people are gonna like it. Honestly, I don't even know how to like describe the pooling. I think it's just sort of... It's definitely somewhat slot pooling-ish, but with Chiff and my like ideal way.
Yeah. You can always expect, I think people already know, when there's never gonna be, it's interesting because me and Rizzo are pretty similar, but also have some differences in some areas, so I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how our styles combine. People who have played, the last time I worked with Rizzo was probably, I would count Bob, even though that was mainly me and Jimmy, but Rizzo had a large input for some of the stages, and besides that, I think we pulled This
It
Tatsei
was
tournament.
Celestial.
Oh, that's Celestia. That was good.
Yeah.
That was actually a
think
fun
s-
team. That was me,
Yeah,
you,
dude,
Evan,
Evan.
and that was a crazy team.
Dude, I still
Yeah.
love that one screenshot
Yeah.
where you said it's time to pull one good map, Evan.
Yeah. Who was the last puller?
Maxi.
Oh, it was Maxi. That's a crazy team. That's like
Yeah.
4 completely different pullers, so it's cool. Or not completely different, but definitely has their own type of thing.
Yeah, I think there's like the insanity at Maxi and Evan, and then
Yeah. How was 5WC3 Taikani? Because I know it was a large job.
It was definitely exhausting, but had a lot of fun with it.
I saw that later pulls got pretty good reception. Like a lot of people like them. I think
Yeah.
that was really cool to see. I don't know. I think the only problem was like I think some people were not happy with like the early stage pulls, but I think it didn't matter afterwards because you guys just fixed them up.
Yeah,
Alright.
that was exactly it.
But I think as we pinged, I think we can probably start off now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
So
send it.
it
Let's
is
send it.
time for the Nomad 1, I would say.
Yeah, and I think people might be familiar because it was pulled in a tournament recently called Badly Wood Cup by my friend FC Easy, where he actually picked the map, but we had this map in for maybe like 2 months, and it's been really
Yeah.
cool. So we'll see what people think.
Yeah, this one, The Offspring, The Future's Now Imminent, beat map by Piroshki. Known mapper for his somewhat awkward-ish Nomad A maps, and yeah, this one, I think it's a little bit more common, a little bit more generic, but still decently awkward.
Yeah.
And amazing song. This song is such a banger.
Yeah, this is the main reason why I want to pick this because the song is really cool. But it is gonna be sorry, it's gonna be Piroshki style. It's a Russian aim mapping. I don't know why I just sneezed 3 times. But it's gonna be a little on the aim control side, but still mainly just raw aim. And at 200, and it is not 240 BPM, it is like 210.
Yeah,
So it should feel pretty standard for most players.
yeah, it's 212. This map, it has like some bursts, but I think this map is just pure aim. And it's also a good map. This map is so fun to hit the jumps on. If you don't hit them, maybe it's not that fun, but I think that's the point of aim maps.
Yeah, a little bit of burst, but it shouldn't be anything. Like it's like maybe like max like a couple notes for a 210 burst. So most aim players that have mechanics can play it. Something to keep in mind is also thank you to Lugio for the replay. He is gonna do. I mean, he did a lot of replays for at least the next 2 weeks. It is not 240. It is not 240.
Yeah, it's 212 BPM.
It's
Don't worry, guys.
212. I don't. Sometimes the laser client glitches a little bit. I don't even think any part of this song is 240.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I think it's worth pointing out. There's a lot of little jump scare jumps in this map that actually go all the way across the vertical part of the screen. You have to be aware of those because those aren't even just locked to the key eye either. They just
Yeah.
kind of happen sometimes.
Like, you have to be locked in for this map. And now the speed part comes. Oh no, the speed part.
Did mine not 1-1?
My bad. Shiv and me are changed, man. Every Nomad 1 is now a tapping map.
Oh, Rizzo is actually just a speed player now, so it doesn't matter for him. He's gone.
Dude,
We aren't even on the same
I
page.
dropped 350k on Butamuso recently. Like,
We
it is
lost
over.
aim.
It is over for me in aim.
Yeah.
Rizzo gets tapping for a week. Brother. That was like, damn. I've been playing tapping for like a year now.
For those who are curious, squad structure is going to be 5 Nomad and 2 Hidden, 2 Hard Rock, and 3 DT.
Yeah.
So a little more over the original extension. Mainly just because I actually hate 4-2-2-2.
Yeah, I
It's,
think
like,
4-2-2-2
actually
is
terrible.
a horrible format.
Actually, that one just gets nothing done. I think 5-2-3 gives always like an extra pick for usually the 5th nomad can help out like gimmick players a lot.
Yeah.
Because they usually just get an area hit a map, and half the time it's not even gimmick, it's just aim. So it definitely is a bit of a stretch. And extra DT means that we can guarantee enough mechanics and tapping picks for the players. Obviously, not all 3 DTs are tapping now.
Also, we forgot. You guys can guess which one, if either Chiv or me pulled this map.
Mm-hmm.
And as of now, we can probably also already move on to Nomad 2. And this Nomad 2 is going to be, I believe, World Tempest beat map by Shoyu.
Yeah. So cool map here, 210 BPM, Nomad 2. Yes, Nomad 1, Nomad 2 are same BPM. No, these maps do not play the same at all. And
Yeah.
it's mainly because we needed a Nomad 2 to function as a stamina stream map.
Yeah.
So this is mainly tapping focused because there's going to be other parts of the pool that focus on flow. Yeah, originally we had a 220 map that was called Gate Openers, and it did not get the most well-received feedback in test playing, so we changed it to something more standard.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Gate Openers would have been crazy. But yeah, this map, beat map by
No
Shoyu.
Gate Openers today.
Also, I can already say that someone actually got right what I pulled and what Chiv pulled.
Yeah, it is Rizoa Nomad 2, and I did pick Nomad 1.
Yeah.
Another day, there will be the Zidor Nomad 2, but not this time.
Say there are no one to.
Yeah, I think actually the time I did play Gate Openers in Nomad 2 was from a Zidon tournament, or it was the J1 CO Cup 2v2, and I really liked it there. So I've been wanting to play it ever since, but not this time.
It's okay. Your day will come. I mean, I don't think there's much to say about the map itself. It's pretty stock standard for a Nomad 2. There's nothing that really jumps out. It's just, you know, how's your flowing looking?
That is the first 100 from Jackson
10
here.
BPM is actually interesting for qualifiers. I feel like there's a little bit of a tapping gap there. But
Yeah,
other than that,
that's like the stream map here, and we don't really have like a super stamina intensive map in DT2.
yeah.
So flow aim is also moved to like auto slots. And now we are gonna go into Nomad 3.
Yep.
This one is a banger. This one is Nana
Hito
Hoshi.
Hui.
Yeah. Hito
Dude,
Hui.
I just put this in pool sheet for another tournament. No way!
This map is crazy good. This map is so fun.
Yeah.
This map's amazing. I can't wait for it to be ranked. Oh my gosh.
So for people who did it, I don't know which teams. I think a couple teams used the qualifiers pool, but we did pull a DK Blaze Nomad 3, and we're going to be pulling one here as well because he's the new hope of mapping.
Yeah, DK Blaze
Yeah.
is crazy.
It is actually not. I did not pull Nomad 3.
Yeah, Shift did
Surprisingly.
not pull this.
Yeah, surprisingly, I did not pick this. But I do like this map a lot because I think there's a lot of cool elements that make it a little different from a standard alt map because a lot of like kind of like stop and go, kind of like pause, wait for the rhythm to reappear, and
Yeah, this
it's really
map-
fun.
This map is definitely like a control alternate map. There's a little bit of rhythm comprehension. Haha, I said it. Or at least like tapping in the end. But yeah, this map changes between flow aim and snap aim really well on 150 BPM. This map is also like not long, even though it feels really long and exhausting somehow. Because it's so like packed with so many cool patterns like here. This map is just a banger to play. And also replay by Flamesteer, my favorite aim control alternate player. He actually have seen it twice, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think it is worth noting just how dense this map is. There's not really points where this map really gives you a chance to breathe. It's those little small sections like that that are all you have. Otherwise, it's just constantly on all the time with those snaps.
Yeah, this part is so crazy with like the
Yeah.
like stop and go, like wait for the rhythm to catch up. It's really cool. Should be really fun for the players. I do think this will play crazy on hidden, but we just want to use a nomad. There's gonna be more different stuff in hidden.
Three out of 3 speed maps so far. Xidron, you're not even playing. And that was Nomad 3. And we are now going to move
Four.
on to Nomad 4.
To be a map people are very familiar with because
Yeah,
it's been used in the past.
Sapphire Ghost, speed map by Helgo.
Yeah. Ghost. There's gonna be
Yeah,
some
this is-
slider aim nomad 4. Pretty cool map. I think one of Halgo's best maps in my opinion actually. It's really fun to
definitely.
play. Doesn't feel too cringe like some of the more like super slider spam maps. This feels more like an A map in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I pulled this for tryouts. Well, good pick. Best Nomad 4. I can see it, but it is
Sounds
gonna be
definitely
Ghost.
good. I think it's definitely one of the better Helgo maps, as you said.
So a little bit of intention was that we wanted Nomad 4 to have kind of one more aimy pick because Nomad 3, and you'll see why Nomad 5 later. No aim involved really in those picks, I guess, or like large aim, so we wanted the slider aim pick. And of course, there's going to be reasons why in the mod pools you'll see later.
Yeah. And also, this is indeed a drift pick.
Yes, I did pick it.
Yeah, the first half is kind of flowy, and the second half is a lot of slider aim.
The second half is a pump, like holy grail.
It's always surprising to me just how fast this map like actually gets into the difficulty. Even in that slow part, there's just so much flow, and then you just have so much slider aim here.
Yeah, this is gonna be so many players that demolish this map. RNG, he's a Pixie. That guy's eating this map up for sure.
Dude, Pixie is gonna SS this map or something,
Yeah,
dude.
it's light work for him. Other players, Dark Karate. That guy's gonna do really well in this. Yeah, yep.
Also,
Isn't this the type of
honestly,
stuff for the-
no KJK.
Yeah, I was about to say from Korea, no KJK. Isn't Bearwall also very good at slider aim? what I remember.
Somewhat. I think he's more of a tapping player.
I see.
But yeah, that was Nomad 4, and we are moving on to Nomad 5, which is gonna be another speed map.
Yeah, another speed map.
Unfortunately,
Mappool.
yeah, we do not have enough speed here, so we are going for Flames tier replay, as you guys can see. So this is speed.
So this is gonna be CS5 808, kind of like aim control, heavy flow, and a little bit of reading. There's a lot of players that would do really well in this. This is like a maxi map of all time.
And yeah, this map tests somewhat of overlap reading, somewhat, but not really too much. It's more like a low aim control map. There are some like square overlaps that are kind of funky to play on side read. So yeah, maybe not side read this map.
Yeah. Maybe don't side read this. Yeah.
Side read this
Holy
if you're
aim map
big
right now.
pool.
Side read this if you're UC2.
We got crazy jumps in this section.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why is Nomad just an aim pool?
Yeah, true. Why is every map
Oh.
just tapping?
Yeah. Anyways, map point, especially after the showcase usually.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is mainly one of the flow picks of the pool. We want to do a kind of gimmicky flow map because I actually value aim control.
Flames, you're playing AR 8.2. Yes, you are.
Yeah, like if Flames is playing this on Nomad, like the reading aspect is not even that bad for most players. Actually, I don't even know how he can play this. Like, when did he learn how to read overlaps? Okay, this is actually a speed map now. Hold on. How did he actually FC this? Like, when could he play this? I didn't even realize he did the replay. thought it was
Dude, I have
videos.
no idea. It's like crazy. Okay, my first guess is, oh, dude, Maxi's actually doing it. Rundi knock off. My bad. It's dancing kung fu finally.
Well, we already know who's gonna be rank 1, 2, and 3 on this map. Rank 1 cut paper, rank 2 Maxi, rank 3 GGLF. Where's extremities? But yeah,
Dude, I
gonna
think
do really
Australia
well.
is just gonna 4-way this map.
No, they're gonna 4-way this map. Yeah.
Alright, so that was number
Hidden
5, and we are
one.
moving on to Hidden. Yo, okay, the most like original pick now. I'm sorry guys.
Oh.
Hidden one is what the hell? I've seen this
Oh.
map somewhere.
Oh. Oh.
Ah,
What's this map doing here? What is this map doing here? It's Amanita.
cringe poolers. But yeah, Hidden
It's
one,
gonna be-
Amanita.
So one of the skills that I really want to value in this qualifier was hidden flow. So you kind of have your mixed, hidden consistency with aim control flow, a little bit of tapping as well.
Only Resort would pool cringe. That is unfortunate.
Is Amanita a Nomad too?
It definitely was for me back in 2021. But I mean,
Yeah,
this map
someone
does
with
test
Happy Pig.
like the streamy flow aim that number 2 was not testing too much.
Yeah. Thank you to Rumi for the replay, or Gender Bender.
That is a crazy
Really
name,
good skill
dude.
by him. Yeah. The thing I think about Amanita is I think it is hard to FC, but I think it's a map that you can easily get like 700k.
Wait, what?
Use the combo towards the ending.
Why did I can use a
Takani's
pooler,
not
right?
a puller. Takani's not a puller.
I just ended up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just.
I mean,
Kanyo, but
Kanyo.
he didn't pick any maps for the qualifiers.
yeah, there's nothing from Kanyo in this pool.
There might not be anything from Kanyo for a while. maybe starting in semifinals when he has more time.
Maybe, yeah. GG, no more 2 jump scare. Oh man. You guys gotta put some weight on, man.
Yeah.
Put on the training shoes. Play some tapping.
Can't wait for Hidden Pool to be off speed, and then DT Pool is off speed as well. Speed favorite poolers.
Oh wait, we're gonna lock in on the Hidden 2 actually. I just forgot. With the replayer. Why is this guy pulling speed when he can't even tap? Which one?
Talking about me.
I mean, you did do really well on Kevlar Skin. You nearly beat Trev Rasher on that map.
That's true. That was a good performance.
Oh, GG. That is unfortunate.
So sad.
Yeah. All right, and that was it for Hidden 1. Hidden 2 AIM Classic Modern Pool. Yeah, no, that's sadly not true. Hidden 2 is gonna be Demon Hunter Collapsing featuring Björn Speed Strid. What on earth? Yeah, this map.
Ethan tricks me too.
Ethan tricks fueled by the flames of emo. But yeah, this is like patterning aim with it's like odd aim. It is odd aim.
It's a Koguma map. Yes, it is aim air rate because Nomad 5 was flow gimmick. So, and there's a good amount of rhythm reading in this as well. But having 2 overlap maps in the pool didn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
So this does complement the Hidden 1 and Nomad 5 really nicely.
Wait, he's actually wiggling those as well.
It's the flames of emo, man.
Yeah. I am like a demon. That also looks hard. Yeah, it's a hidden 2.
So basically the logic behind Hesperos here is that with Nomad 4 being more aim oriented, we want like a control tech pick with a little bit of topping, and that's what you have with Hesperos. Now if somebody tells me Yoshi Spin's a speed map, I'm gonna agree with them because of the 4-no burst that never can play. Dude, there's quads in this map. There's quads. They're so fast. They're actually so
Dude, this is
fast.
a flow aim map. This is a stream map. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, if Semi can have seen this with 98.8, anyone can who has tapping. Like, this guy would not complain about the tapping on this map.
It's a speed map. Let's be real.
Man. This is a speed... Sidorn. Man. Aren't you the guy who maps speed? Wait, dude, I literally recall that Sidorn was like a tapping player. I swear, like 2020 or 2021, like Sidorn was literally better than me on tapping.
Might be true. Anyways,
Oh, yeah, that's the
it's
first
Yoshi's
quad.
spin. That was so fast. That was actually so fast.
Oh man. Dude, I'm just flow aim gapped on this map, man. Like even on no mod, it's hard as hell for me.
I love Yoshi's spin. I think it's just gonna be a really fun map for players, and it feels really balanced. Like, I don't know, like, Yoshi just feels good to play, you know? It feels really satisfying. And I think it adds a lot to the pool.
Are those 1/6? Maybe they are. Not bad. Alright, dude, okay, this
There's
one...
zero spacing though. That no way you're missing on those, right?
Okay, to be fair, like, who... Okay, like who thinks... Who pulled this map? Wait, Taikani, what do you think? What do you think?
Oh god, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at telling. I want to call this a chip pick.
Alright, we can at least say that that is correct.
Yeah, I
Alright,
did pick this
yeah.
map. Everyone knows I love Yoshi's spin. Like,
Although
everyone
we
knows I
both
love
looked at
Yoshi's
this
spin.
map, we both looked at this map and we were
Hold on.
like, is
Hold on,
this
we got
too
some-
hard? And then...
We have some team. Some other people saying Razoa in the chat right now. Hold on. It's Yoshi's spin. Alright.
Alright, harder 2. And
Alright,
this
Roxy.
one... Rise Against Life, less frightening.
Guys, I needed to pull another English map, English song. So we have Life Less
This
Fighting, which
guy
is
is
gonna be
so
raw
English.
precision aim. The pool needs less anime and more good songs. So this is gonna be some consistency aim on Hard Rock 2, because Hard Rock 1
Is it?
has mainly tech and slow.
Is it an actual aim map? Yeah, it is. Aim and stream consistency. Mostly aim, though. Oh no, there's a stream! Oh hell, Son Goku? What on earth did that miss? Wait, Kiro gets 500k on Hunter 2? What do you mean? I mean, if you're talking about the Italian Kiro cheat, then yeah, she can definitely have seen this. If you're talking about the Son Goku PL Kiro cheat, then he's also good at Polish. He's also good
Oh,
at
this
Polish.
is the Polish one. This is the Polish one. It is
Yeah.
not Kirochi.
Yeah,
like-
this is the Polish Kiro cheat.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the Italian
He's
one.
definitely good at Polish, dude. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy to
think-
me how long that name has
Like,
lasted.
as both those players are really good, I think if Kirochi Italian is getting 500k versus Son Goku getting 500k is a very different story, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very,
I mean,
like,
although this map is definitely also a Son Goku PL FC map on a good day. Kirochi versus Kirochi. But yeah, I think this map is like decently hard, even though it looks easy, because of 180 BPM. The streams and the jumps are like decently spaced, where nerfs and also somewhat just like one slip up on the aim or on the reading can just like make you miss randomly. So I would still say that compared to Hesperos, this is like a tiny bit easier, but still within the range for sure.
yeah.
And I mean, if like Chiff and me are hard rock aim players, sort of, so like this map should be the hardest one theoretically, but it's not.
Yeah.
So
It's like normally in like classic Mappool structure for qualifiers, you always see like a consistency map in Hard Rock, and then the precision map is like always like crazy. But I actually like it when the precision map is like all aim.
yeah, I think that's
So,
like
wanna try that,
where
yeah.
I mean, flow aim isn't really like the best like showcase of how good someone's precision is. So who is Hime Yoshi? 80 Pure, come on. Miles.
Yeah, precision flow aim is so golden. Hope you enjoy it on No Mod 5.
Yeah. Dude, the guys who are saying that, oh man, low aim precision. If I say what I think, I will be suspended.
It's violent, bro. It's his main skill set.
I know.
That guy might be a little biased in this discussion.
I know. Whole pool is flow aim, man. Dude, I feel you. I would get
Wait till the DT pool pops up and there's 0 flow in the DT pool. DT won't be a no DT consistent. Oh, he figured it out. He might have known. He might have figured it out.
All right.
He might have figured it out.
All right, Shunsan map, guys.
Yeah, maybe
It is
not
time
the
for
anime
DT1
farm map.
Tommy Heavenly 6 Paper Moon. Wait, this is not
Oh.
OWC. This is not OWC. What on earth are these
Paper
combos?
Moon.
This skin goes crazy. Nah, this is a farm map. Yeah, it's a speed map.
It's a speed map. Oh, no, you don't want to know who just walked in my room. You do not want to know who just walked in my
Jimmy?
room. It's a speed map. It is a speed map.
Is it Jimmy?
No, it's Curtis.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay, now, but this guy is gonna be an aim map, okay.
Dude, Curtis is like, this feels like an 8-star number 1 probably.
We're just in Airbnb. Holy shit. When are you guys gonna go? See you soon. What happened today? You ain't sleep? Okay. Most chip map ever? Okay, shit.
Yeah.
They might have caught on.
I mean, yeah.
They might have caught on.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a chip map. Dude, honestly, but like the next map is like, I think that is like mostly picks for me. Which is gonna be funny. I've seen this in like 3 different shift pools now. I think he might like the map.
Oh.
Yo, wait, should we wait, Sunkiss drop, should we pull that?
Oh, Sunkiss. Dude, like we actually busted the whole closet. Yoshi Spin, Paper Moon, Amanita, like we busted it out for qualifiers pool.
Real. Dude, we should like one pool, there's like literally just both Sunkiss drop and Coconut off in the same pool.
No customs in qualifiers.
Yeah.
No customs in round 32 either. They're all coming later. Anyways, let's take some. Actually, we don't even need a guess for skill sets. Paper Moon, 10.1 AR, aim and topic hybrid.
Yeah.
Meant to be the final aim pick of the pool, kind of.
Yeah, the straight play is so crazy. Like this hack is insane.
Don't worry, this is not actually the speed map of the pool. Like, there's actually
don't worry. Yeah. 228 align. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
None of these two. Not even remotely.
You're close, yeah? I'm just lying, you're not gonna be close at all.
You're like not even close at all.
Not very close.
Even further away,
Flip on to the next mapper.
DT2. Jonathan LFJ, guys. What the hell? Far East Nightbird.
Far East Nightbird. 10.3 speed.
The only speed that is viable.
And it's not the ROC diff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's just
the ROC diff is a little bit hard.
OWC, yeah. Tell me there's a DT map below 2. Wait, nope, next one's actually 500 BPM.
Yeah, next one is actually...
That's just like turbo shred.
What is our was not one again? 7.1.
It's like 7.1, 7.2 pool. Like that's why I would call it difficulty this pool.
when two genetics gap players need to pull his feet. What on earth is this slander? What?
Like this map is sick. Like this map is sick,
Dude, like people tell me, okay, I should pull consecutive burst speed. That is real speed, and then we do it, and then it's like not good. Like what on earth, man?
Let's enjoy Fiery's Nightbird.
Yeah, it's such a good map. Also, like, dude, like, do I have to like beat Silas in order to make people believe that I'm actually okay at tapping now? The aim
We
is the
can
hardest
get
part
show
of this.
match going. We
Dude,
can try.
What on earth? Dude, I don't know Flames. Dude, I'm confused, Flames. Like,
Yeah, but dude would go hard in this map.
is there a DT3? Yes, there is.
There is a DT3.
Yeah, true. Slider equals tech.
I think this is also the oldest map in the pool, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Every
it's-
pool gotta have some 6-digit B map ID.
Hi guys, I'm here for that. OWC better than OWC real.
It's because OWC qualifiers was too easy, and we're making it harder this year. It's gonna be 7.4, I think.
And that is it for DT2, and we are moving on to the last map of the pool. Gonna be DT3. And this one is gonna be Utada Hikaru Pink Blood speed made by Agatsu.
Oh, Pink Blood. There's gonna be density all kind of the last out pick of the pool because you have no mod 3, you kind of have no mod 5. That's pretty much it. So we need a kind of a third supplementary DT pick that feels different. So you kind of have your density out pick, yeah.
Yeah,
Most
you do
Zoa
have
map
high
ever.
density. Yeah, they got onto me. They got onto me.
Yeah, it is not going to be a third. I mean, obviously, there's no point in pulling another mechanics map in DT, so we need something on the more reading heavy side or snap aim heavy.
Yeah, this map is really cool. Really fun. And we also need some chill songs in here.
That is true, that is true.
Yeah, AR 9.7 is super interesting. It definitely just gives that feeling of super high density, especially right there where you have those like just long circle patterns.
Yeah.
They're very difficult.
Also like weird like rhythm sometimes.
Yeah.
This DT pool is kind of goated. Go.
Yeah, as always. I mean, since the show gets over, you guys feel free to leave any feedback in the feedback channel. Me and Rizzo will try and respond. You guys can already probably tell. Most of these things are some standard maps, but what we're going for with this tournament is that there's going to be kind of this hybrid type of pooling where it's like some things are going to be well known, some things are going to be fresh and new, some concepts are going to be, you know, feeling old and relevant for like players that are established in like slot pooling, while some other concepts will feel, you know, like a little more limit testy, little definitely could go either way.
Yeah, and
that's gonna
that
be
is a
DT3.
short DT3. Yeah,
that's a really short
it. But I think
Number
that's
2
kinda...
should have been get openers, but it's okay. Let's blame Jackson for that one.
Real. Let's all blame Jackson, the guy who actually was
Who did
goated
half
for
the
replays.
Yeah, I'll just blame him
Thanks a
and
lot
make
for
him not
Jackson.
replay, and then cry when we don't have actual replays for the tournament. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
If you guys have any feedback, feel free to send anything. Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Pool is going to be on the sheet now, as Shoes has already said. So you guys are going to have fun with this pool. Any feedback and Mappool feedback, as we've already mentioned. And hope you guys have fun. Try to not be a completely turn-based combat style. But I think that's a given.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks a lot, and see you guys soon in the qualifiers seeding reveal, and also round of 32 Mappool showcase in next week. All right. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.